Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, bang, oh, bang, bang, bitch, nigga, bang, 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 oh.
Yo, peace, peace, peace. What's going on? What's happening? Hey, MD's Thought Box Live. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about the show. I forgot. Because I've been working like a motherfucker. What's up, Van Cat? I don't know if anybody can. You still say you're on mute.
MD.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's like real low. Hold on, I'm trying to adjust something.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh,
Everything sounds fine to me on my end.
I don't know why mine's is so low.
You on your phone?
Yeah. Hello? Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was about to say you might have to because sometimes I have to like switch it from speaker to Bluetooth back to, you know what I'm saying? And it'll start working. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I ain't gonna lie, man, I forgot about the show. I forgot all, like, man, it's been a hell of a day, man. I mean, really, it's been a hell of a week. We worked or whatever. My truck broke down.
Oh,
I was
wow.
out for like a couple of days. Yeah, man. So yeah, I forgot about it. I was at home. I just came back out today, so, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Like I said, it's only one issue really I want to deal with, and it's actually compounded. And you know, what I want to do with TFP next week is expand on this very topic, because man, it's some crazy shit going on right now. And you know, we joke around, me and Van Cat. I call him a lefty loony or whatever. He called me Captain Capitalism. That's fine. You know, we joke. It's all in jest. I don't believe some of the shit that I've been hearing from lefty loonies. It ain't been good. It ain't been good at all. And it's to the point I don't even believe that Van Cat would even agree with a lot of the shit. You know, we'll talk about it next week. I'm kind of pissed off about it. I don't know. So, and it's funny because earlier this evening you sent the video in the group chat with Keith Edwards. Yeah. And it's funny. Keith Edwards is one of the guys that's been perpetuating a lot of the bullshit when it comes to what we're gonna talk about tonight in regards to Jasmine Crockett and James Tallarico. Again, you should be able to vote for whoever you wanted to vote for. That's not the point of contention here. What we're saying is, don't be a hypocrite. Don't say one thing in regards to the totality of how you view elections, and then put this black woman. it's hard for me to say this because I'm not the identity politics guy. I'm gonna play a video here in a second
Hmm.
with James Carville. I like James Carville. I've
Hmm.
always said that I like James Carville. I like his strategic mind. James Carville said some bullshit. That's just what it is. And James Carville said some bullshit that was streamlined into the discourse. People on the and Jasmine Crockett taking it from all sides, folks. It just ain't the lefty loonies. It's also a lot of these quote unquote Democratic strategists, right?
Yeah.
That's perpetuating a common thing. Let me just play the video. I'll get your feedback on it on the other end, and you let me know how you feel about it, back here. Let me go. I'm driving right now. Let me get to it here. Ah, shit.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Damn, where am I at? Okay, here we go. All right, let me play this video real quick.
Who is the Democrat that you see who can carry the flag into 2028? Kamala Harris?
No.
AOC?
No.
Rahm Emanuel?
To win the Democratic nomination, you have to ask yourself two really important questions. One, can you raise a lot of early money? The second question you have to ask yourself, who can walk into a black fish fry in South Carolina, a black church? Now, they can be nice. They're very polite people.
Yeah.
But who is going to get them to hum and sway? If I had to say one guy, if I were like betting the Kentucky Derby and I saw this 12-1 horse and I said, yeah, I want to get a price, I'd take J.B. Pritzker.
Really? Why?
Well,
Not
first
Kamala
of all,
Harris? She's
no,
black.
She has no chance.
Why not?
Because no Democrat wants anything to do with anybody that had anything to do with 2024.
So Kamala Harris can't get the black community to sway and hum?
No, they're not. No. And the other thing is, and this is the best news for Democrats that the party can possibly have.
Yeah.
Just win. They don't. If we nominate two white males, no one's going to give a shit.
Okay, all right. So you may be asking yourself, well, what does this got to do with Jasmine Crockett and James Tallarico? Well, the conversation, if you watch the whole podcast, the conversation started talking about said race. And it morphed into what should be the strategy for Democrats, not only in the midterms, but going ahead into 2028. And James Carville said, we need somebody that can go into South Carolina to the fish fry and get black people to hum and sway. Now, on top of that,
Sound a little demeaning.
hey, so again, on top of that, dealing with the electability, because that at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about, the electability of Jasmine Crockett. You did turn around and say in the very same podcast that Jasmine Crockett, for lack of a, I'll paraphrase it, is too boisterous, comes off as off-brandish, so on and so forth. Well, getting the niggas in the church to hum and sway, what is that?
Not only that, but it just feels like because Jasmine Crockett's a female, a black female, that is a problem. But if a male does it, like a Gavin Newsom, who's been trolling and doing all these other tactics and whatnot, oh, he looked strong. But the black woman does stuff really standing up to Trump and not sit laying down to the nonsense. And somehow it's a negative. It's like Stephen A. Smith's critique on her as well, which I just don't understand it. And I think it's a bad tactic.
Okay, so now we get into the brass tacks because you just hit the nail on the head. You got some election strategists. Like I said, people that I enjoy. Everybody who knows me knows when I sit down and listen to, because I don't listen to a lot of podcasts from start to finish, or a lot of videos from start to finish.
It's too long.
Well, I mean, I like long form, but it's based on substance, right?
Yeah.
From start to finish. My number one go-to YouTube channel when it comes to politics is the Bulwark. That's the one I go to.
Which one?
Huh?
Let's say it again.
The Bulwark.
Oh, the bull. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Tim Miller.
That's my go-to. I've had personal battles on Twitter with Tim Miller, Sarah Longwell, Andrew Eggers. Andrew Eggers is my favorite because he deal with other type. He deal with shit that I would deal with, as opposed to like sociology and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Basically saying the exact same thing that you just said, Venkat. That
Yep.
people in Texas are not going to vote for a black woman for a Senate seat. Basically that's what they said. I mean, they can word play around it, but basically that's what they said.
Yeah.
And then saying it's shameful because right now it's an ongoing basically a protest in terms of lefty loonies as well as, I guess you would say, establishment, which is ironic because lefty loonies call Jasmine Crockett establishment.
Which is weird.
So, it's ironic to say the least. But an ongoing protest of mainly black women voters in Texas saying, hey, look, it's to the point now that it's gotten so racist and misogynistic that if she doesn't win in the primary, we're going to protest. So we back to the bullshit like how we were in 2024, essentially. Again, I understand the identity politics portion of the argument. You ain't gonna get no argument from me out of that. I think it's dumb. I think it's silly, but I also understand it because I'm a black person. You know what I'm saying? So for you to sit there and say, especially in the densely populated areas like Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, that the vast majority of Texas is not going to vote for a black woman, and you base it solely off of that as a strategy. Then the other half, the lefty loonies, say, oh, she take money from Israel. We ain't voting for her. like what the hell is going on?
I think that some of these Democrats, they're thinking kind of like what I'm thinking. I don't think the Democrats should be putting up any woman for president again. Like for not at least another 20, 30 years. That's how bad it is. Trump beat two women, a black and a white one. And it's like, they've come to the point where, okay, this country just ain't going to be able to handle a woman, especially a black woman. However, I feel like on the presidential level, that's the case. I don't feel that that's the case from a state by state. I think that that's different. I think on the big stage, Democrats did a lifetime worth of putting the women up as the nominee. They can't do that no more. They got a weak president in there as a result.
Well, unpack that for me though, Venkat, because I can understand the logic. You saying actually no, I can't understand the logic because women, we're talking about what, roughly 52% of the population?
Yeah. No, we got burnt. We got burnt by these same women now. They were supposed to be showing up, and their rights are being taken away, and this and that. And those damn same women voted for Donald Trump. I'm not. I'm like Obama.
You say those same women, but I mean black women and other ethnic women voted in high numbers for Kamala. It was the white women. Let's just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
It was the white women. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's that mindset of this pseudo conservatism.
Yeah.
But that's a different story. That we could talk about that. In a different segment. But what I'm saying is, in regards to looking at it from a misogynistic standpoint, I don't think that's fair to say.
Well,
especially not in this point in time when you got a lot of MAGA, especially MAGA. You got
Yeah.
a lot of MAGA women that are in high positions right now. So
Yeah, but that's the other thing too, though, because even when Kamala Harris lost, they said even Democrats were even saying that the only way we're gonna get a woman president is if it's a Republican woman. It's different. It's just different. I don't think that the country overall is going to be accepting of, especially a Democratic woman candidate. It just doesn't seem like they'll let it go. They may fall in line. Like, look at Nikki Haley. If Trump wasn't on the ballot, Nikki Haley would have been the nominee. And they would have just fell in line. And good chance that she could have won. But when it comes to a Democratic candidate that's going to run, having the two women, we've already seen it in like 2 out of the last 3 elections. And there's 2 different nationalities, 2 different ethnic groups, white and black. The energy just ain't the same there for the Democrats. They got burnt by it. And I think a lot of these strategic people on the Democratic side, they're like, you know what, we can't take a chance. We've been trying to get Texas now for over 20, 30 years. We've been shut out of Texas.
30 years. 30
Yeah.
years. Exactly.
So they
30
don't-
years to the date, actually, which is kind of like eerie to say.
Yeah. So they're at the best point ever to actually win it. And to kind of, I think they're looking at it like, we're putting in another token type situation, a woman, a black woman, and we have the marbles to win this, but we're going to go that route and potentially jeopardize something we could have outright just won worry-free if we just got, a stereotypical, because this is Texas.
Yeah, I agree.
And
But at
I'm
the same
saying
time,
I'm saying this as a Jasmine Crockett supporter. I think she should be the one.
hey, there you go. But hey, again, Texas, in and of itself, look at the demographic. Especially when you look at her district. I mean, it's niggas down there where she live at.
Yeah.
And you just demean. Essentially, what are you doing is you're just disenfranchising a whole subgroup based on what you believe is the clear case in electability, which is false. It's just false. Yeah,
It could be, but that burn the Democrats got was very fresh in their mind. That they went all in.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Like, look, Buttigieg, he's gay. We're gonna put him into a major race somehow, somewhere. Maybe he runs for president, and now those same Democrats will be thinking the same thing. Oh my God, let's just get a safe candidate that doesn't. We're not pushing something new and just win the damn election, as opposed to trying to create this new ground, and we keep losing from that. So.
Well, it sounds like you agree with with James Carville then, which is fine.
No, I understand where he's coming. I don't like the way he said it, though. I think he said it kind of disrespectfully, I think, but I can understand the notion.
But James Carville is the chief Democratic strategist, though.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
Like he Ace Boone Coon. So he's telling you what you need to do to win this election. Yeah. Even if it make niggas look silly, which it did.
Yeah.
So as a black person, you got to say, well, we're a big tent. It is what it is. We got to take one for the team, and we got to let in that case, in the context in which you were speaking, the presidential election, we got to let Big JB come in here and preach us so we can have speaking in tongues and all this type of shit. The nigga can't do it. JB Pritzker can do it because he's charismatic and so on and so forth and whatnot. The rumblings and Gavin Newsom been coming back up here this week. And, again, I'm going to say that for a show for next week because the shit I've been hearing about Gavin and so it's a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
You say, okay, we got to look at what's electable. Quote unquote, I put that in quotation marks.
Yeah.
We got to look at what's electable. But at the same time, we have to fight off this one part of this constituency that goes far left and talks all this shit and pretty much says, hey, look, if this is the route that you're going to go, we're going to do what we can to, in the lack of a better term, sabotage the fucking election. And that's what I feel like they doing with this Texas Senate race as well. It almost seemed like sabotage to me. Let me play this this one video. So the point of contention that started it all, it was a young lady. She's a political podcaster, and she was able to get into the room with James Tellerico. She actually followed James Tellerico in his state quest, because of course James Tellerico is a Texas state senator as of right now, but he's running for one of the two seats for U.S. Senate. Everybody loved James Tellerico. And as a matter of fact, last year he became somewhat of a darling. I didn't know who the fuck James Tellerico was. You remember he came off when the whole redistricting question came up, and he was the guy in the forefront. Then they gave him a voice. He was on one of those, what you call the shit, the 20v1, the Jubilee. And he blew up just out of nowhere. He just, like, out the blue, just blew up to the point where now he's running for the U.S. Senate seat in Texas. Let me play this video of this young lady. I wasn't able to put, it was another video that I had. Hopefully this covers everything about the situation. Let me play this video and I'll get your thoughts on the other end.
Hi, yes, happy to get some receipts in regards to me saying that James Tellerico called Colin Allred a mediocre black man in a one-on-one conversation that we had. So I'm going to walk you through kind of what this looked like and what led to this conversation so you all know what actually happened. So this is the photo I took with him at the town hall. It was on January 12th in Plano. And just to establish that we actually like know each other and like he knows who I am. He follows me on here on his account. We're like mutuals. So probably not for very long, but it's there. I also talk about going to his rally here in Dallas. It was in September, on September 18th in this video. And this is a video I posted interviewing him at that same town hall in September. So, okay. So as far as like the actual conversation is concerned, this is the staff person. This is the text thread I have with them. They have a creator program. The person that I'm speaking with runs that program. They send us stuff. They'll send us like press releases. They'll send us updates when he like has certain interviews or there's new numbers coming out as far as like, you know, fundraising and stuff like that. And that's what this was. She sent me this update on his fundraising. And this was my response back, because a lot of times when they're sending you things, they're wanting you to actually cover it. So just to add some additional context from the previous video, the response that I'm about to show you, I sent it to her because I was already upset about the James Carville email and text message, because I was already upset at the fact that this man that has said that we need to drop woke politics is now sending emails for donations on Tellerico's behalf. So wasn't comfortable with it. I decided to take a step back from covering it on my page, and this is what I sent in response to her. Feel free to pause and look at it. This is her response to me saying, hey, didn't like this, not comfortable talking about this anymore because of it. She said, hey, let's hop on a call. I'm free for the rest of the day. So we get on the call. She tells me, or tries to explain away the article basically. And it was like, oh, you know, people are getting caught up in the headline and that kind of thing. And I'm like, I've read the article. This is not a headline thing. I don't like what I read. And I'm like, also don't like people co-opting woke the way they have from black people. It really bothers me. And she tried to explain what was happening with them working with Carville, whatever, however you say his name. And I was just kind of like, it's not really changing anything for me. So I think she could kind of pick up on that. So she offered for me to have a one-on-one conversation with James directly, because she was like, I know I can say all this stuff, but it probably would mean more if it came from him. I was like, yeah, actually, yeah. So she was like, you can have the conversation on the record, you can have it off the record. And as far as just to explain my thought process while I was having this conversation with her, I didn't want to have the conversation on the record because this wasn't something I was trying to put out on my page. This was me less so coming as a content creator and more so coming as a voter and a advocate for my people and a potential constituent, because I'm like, he still has the ability to win this primary race. And if that's the case, then I want to know that he's going to be keeping Black people in mind and not subscribing to this thought process that James Carville keeps pushing, right? So I was like, I'd much rather do it off the record. So that's the reason why there's not a video from this conversation I had with James. And I wanted the conversation to be candid. So that's why I was like, I'm not really trying to like get talking points or anything like that. I want to hear straight up what he's going to tell me. So she offers this. I say, let me think about it. And, you know, I'll follow up. And she's like, okay, cool. So she offers times where maybe we could have this conversation. It was like Plano, Austin, whatever. I couldn't do Austin, so I was like, Plano, that would be preferred. And this is what the message I sent. I was like, would it still be possible to have an off-the-record conversation with him? She says, yes, of course. And this is where we set up the actual conversation before the town hall. This is where she's like, I'm thinking before the town hall, we have 5 to 7 minutes during the creator, blah, 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 blah. And this is where she confirms it. Okay, so you see that timing, January 9th. If you need more receipts, this is me running late to meet with him. She's like, you know, checking in. I was like, sorry, things were crazy, getting back to you, you know, one moment, because she called me. So walking in, sorry, we're moving. Who do you think we are? Not this person. All the people questioning what I'm saying. And even below here, I don't know if you can see it, but she's like, you know, is there still a seat next to you? Because I'm sitting in the town hall. I didn't actually expect to do that, but I was there. So this is where the conversation actually happens, right? So this is where we had me, James, and the staff person in this room having this conversation. The conversation ended up being longer than that 5 to 7 minutes she ended up saying earlier. But the conversation started out as normal. Like, it's like pleasantries. We're giving the normal, like, you know, how things are going, the campaigns, like how people are feeling, like that kind of stuff. Jasmine entering the race, like that kind of stuff. And then I get into the reason why I wanted to meet with him, which again, with me coming from a perspective of a voter, as a Black person that has concerns about the affiliation I'm seeing from James Carville. I won't get into the like nitty gritty of the details because this video would be way too long, but I tell him what I've said. I'm like, I'm concerned about this. Woke politics cannot be separated from Black people because it's something that directly impacts our access to resources and all this other kind of stuff. And I told him, I'm like, I'm concerned about you potentially trying to get Black people's vote in order to get in office, and then subscribing to this thought process that's going to put us to the side, even though you're advocating for things like affordability, healthcare, all that kind of stuff, right? And he was like, oh, you don't want me to be a sellout. And I was like, pretty much, yeah. So that's where he goes into the like conversation of like, you know, I care about Black constituents. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be trying to like actively talk to them as voters right now, because the polls do not show that that's something like it would be easy to pivot from that, because the polls are not great when it comes to Jasmine and James now that she's in the race. So the Black vote is very much more heavy towards Jasmine. Is not a surprise to many people. So he was acknowledging like, you know, I could turn away from trying to speak to this audience, but I'm choosing not to do that because it matters. So I'm like, cool, I hear you. A lot of other campaigns would have done that. So I'm like, okay, you know, I hear what you're saying. So then we start talking about like him and Jasmine specifically. So I'm like, you know, talking about how tense things have gotten. There was conversations we had last fall where I told him like, hey, if Jasmine enters the race, I think it's a really good idea if you all put out a statement after she joins, because people are already saying racist and microaggressive things online, and I don't think it's going to help the race, and I don't think it's going to help you or her if people lean into this thinking you're condoning it. So I recommend that you all like put out something so that, you know, people can see that you are welcoming her into the race. Like, this is not something that, you know, is racism is not welcome here, basically. And that was conversations I had with his staff last fall. That is what he ended up doing. When she entered the race, he posted this video welcoming her into the race and trying to, you know, set the tone, basically. So we talk about that a little bit. He's like, asking what the conversation's looking like publicly. We're talking about it, and that's when we start talking about the conversations about what races that they should have been in, because there's this conversation consistently of like, James should have ran for governor, Jasmine for Senate, or all that kind of stuff. And I tell him that, and he was like, that is when he made the comment. He said, look, I signed up to run against a mediocre black man, not a formidable, intelligent black woman. Now, I'm going to say this, and this is something I actually factored into me not saying something at first, because when he said it, I kind of laughed it off, because I was like, it really threw me off. Like, considering the conversation we just had, I was like, oh, okay. Like, you know how like when you get thrown off and which is very much not like me. I'm very much somebody that, like, I don't care the setting. Like, if somebody's saying something funky about black people, I'm gonna say something. But it really threw me off, considering the conversation that we had just had, the reason I was there, that kind of thing. So in that moment, I did not say anything. But coming out of that conversation is when I started to be like, okay. So that is kind of how that conversation went. I quite literally have everything but like an actual like recording of him saying this. I even have a video of me asking this question of him, of like how he feels about race and how that factors into his policy at the town hall. So that is what happened. I did not come forward with this lightly. I knew people were going to question me because I don't have a literal recording of the conversation, but I really hope his team is not the reason why my IG account was deleted very shortly after posting this previous video.
Man. Oh my
All right,
goodness.
so you see, she gave a detailed account
Yes.
on how the conversation went, how it went to be set up. So here's the thing, and this is why I tied James Carville into this whole spiel.
Yeah.
James Carville was donation banking for James Tallarico, sending text messages and phone calls and shit, trying to get donations for James Tallarico's campaign. So now it all makes sense. And this is why I say sabotage, Venkat. This is why I say sabotage. Now the guy's name just escaped my mind. It's on the tip of my tongue, and
You're talking about the weak
remember.
black man he's talking about, right?
Yeah, the mediocre black man. That was the guy that ran against Ted Cruz.
Yes.
In the last.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Yeah. And I see why, I can see why maybe he said that, but that's just kind of crazy to say that. I mean, why he has to be a mediocre black man? Why he just couldn't have been a weaker candidate that I think I could do a better job of representing the Democratic Party? But he had to say mediocre black man. Like, that's just crazy.
What's the guy? You're gonna have to look that up real quick. What's the guy's name? It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't, because I'm driving and doing all type of shit.
All right.
What's his name?
I'm looking it up.
So that's why I tied in James Carville to this situation. She gave a detailed account. She said how she got the meeting set up from the press staffer or whatever on his campaign. They set it up.
Colin Allred.
Colin Allred. That's it. Colin Allred. So she gives you the story on how she got the meeting set up with the staff member or whatnot, and at that time, Crockett had just entered the race. Colin Allred was originally the person that Tallarico was going to be up against. He drops out to go into the congressional race because of how Texas doing their congressional maps. It's a new district. Colin Allred said, hey, look, maybe it's better for me to go and challenge in this new jerry-rigged district so we can try to get a foothold. Commendable of him, right? He said, Jasmine, you got it. You popular than me. Hey, it is what it is. You got it. Jasmine Crockett enters the race. The content creator lady say, hey, look, uh, Jasmine entered the race. I don't really want to give an opinion per se because it's just, which I understand. If I'm a political commentator and I'm for a particular party, it would be kind of funny looking for me to get something on the record and make it seem as though this is the candidate I'm endorsing. It's too early for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I understand why she said, hey, look, I want something off the record. I just want to shoot the shit, see where your head at.
Right.
And in shooting said shit, Tallarico said what he said.
Right. Because he seemed good until that moment.
There you go. There you go. And it gives ulterior motive in the sense that, okay, yeah, I might be such and such politician in the eyes of my constituents, but at the end of the day, the game is being played when it comes to elections, right? I saw an easy target in his mind, and that's not even necessarily to say it's factual, but in his mind, hey, I got an easy target in this primary. I'm coming in with momentum because my name draw heat in 2025. Easy target, primary, boom. Now we can go into the general with some momentum. Then Rich got thrown. Say what?
And that's problematic though. Hello? For him to hello.
Oh yeah, I hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's problematic for him to say that because he's not saying, "Hey, I'm gonna try to run because I have something to offer. I think we have a better shot with me, and I think we can get a lot done for constituents and everybody involved in the state of Texas." He's running because, oh my God, there's a weak, wounded animal here, and I'm going to be the bottom feeder and just get the easiest meal I can instead of it being like I'm going to work hard to get somewhere to do better for everyone involved. It's like it's not even a noble thing. It's just I have an opportunity. I'm going to exploit. Yeah.
You're right. You're right. And again, it goes to show you, we talk about identity politics. It goes to show you, and this is a bad look on Democrats in general. Right. Yeah, they already say that the mad black woman is taking over the damn world anyway.
Yeah.
You pretty much confirmed it. Oh man, I wanted to go against the dumbass football player black nigga. The nigga who always lose. You know what I'm saying? Which is a lie because he was a congressman before he ran against Ted Cruz. But it's the misnomer, right? And say, oh man, Jasmine Crockett, she's, he was quick to say, oh, this successful, powerful black woman, I don't stand a chance against her. Trying to make himself look like a marginalized person his damn self. Again, in a private conversation, you know what I'm saying? But it goes to show you how all that shit was a launching pad for the discourse happening right now. Right. Lefty Loonies take that and say, oh, we'll never vote for Jasmine Crockett. And by the way, these are people that don't even live in Texas talking this shit.
Yes.
Don't vote like Keith Edwards. Like what's the lady fucking name that Jennifer Welch and Brianna Joy Gray, all these crazy ass lefty loonies that don't even live in the state, talking all this shit about Jasmine. She take APAC money and she's just another part of the establishment. Tallarico, or be a breath of fresh air, blah blah blah, this and that. Then on the opposite end, she's taking it from the quote unquote establishment Democrats that you say that she is, saying, oh well, she's not electable. Woke politics and all this type of shit, right?
Yeah, so the weaponization of woke. Yeah, that weaponization of woke and recalibrating the word to mean something else than what it was originally intended. It's self-explanatory. You should get what it is, aware, understanding of your surroundings and what's going on. That's what woke is. I mean, anything else would be slept. We got Murr on the. We got Murr.
Right. Okay.
We got Murr on here. It says MJ was right. What do you mean MJ was right, Murr?
You saw them Epstein files. You seen them videos. He's trying to save them kids. But we're not talking about that right now. I want to come wreck the show. All I'm saying is that's what happens when you let the others,
The others.
the others take over your language. That's what happened with Obamacare. Remember when they made that? Obamacare didn't even exist. Now that's the only
Yep.
thing people know it by.
Yep.
Same thing they did to woke. Woke ain't have nothing to do with all this, but you let them take woke. They turn woke into something else, and then the Republicans turn hating woke into a calling card.
Yep.
It's what they do. That's why I think they
Yeah.
work together. I think the Democratic white women, they grab something and they run as far as they can with it, and then they stretch it so thin, and then they let the Republican white men come in, who's probably in their household, and run the other direction with it. That's what they do. Anything that black people create, anything that black people dominate, anything that black people make look good, they come in, stretch it thin, run the other way, destroy it. That's what they do.
Hey, you right on that. Mike is right on that. But this is the
Thanks.
thing though. At this time, it's your own party that's putting the jacket on.
What
know
you
what I'm
mean
saying?
this time? That's the Bernie Sanders special. That's what they do.
Bernie Sanders.
Well,
special.
what I mean by this time is if we look at what happened in 2024, a jacket got put on Kamala Harris that didn't fit her, right?
Mhm.
Not to say that she's not about some form of identity politics, but that wasn't the mainstay in her campaign. I ain't
Right.
heard shit Jasmine Crockett say anything about quote unquote, because in the eyes of a political mind, woke simply means identity politics. Let's get a baseline. That's all that word means. Jasmine Crockett ain't said shit about no type of identity politics in our campaign. Yet we already seeing the likes of James Carville and some of these lefty loonies. Because lefty loonies don't care about identity. All lefty loonies care about is classism. They don't give a shit. Nigga, it ain't about you being a nigga. It ain't about you being Chico or Chink. It's about class.
We're
And
colorblind.
well, again, they don't even understand that. But in the eyes of the lefty loony, they want you to throw away your identity for the fight, for the class warfare. That's what they want you to throw it away. I say throw it away to use another weapon that you have, which is your status. Two totally different things. The lefty loony is a Bolshevik. The Bolsheviks care about the hammer and the sickle.
He got them in the boots and the hat.
Yeah, it's about the hammer and the sickle. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
MD
Yes,
already
sir,
called me a
comrade.
Bolshevik.
Damn. All I
See,
see
but
is that dance.
But again, even Van Cat understands. Like, come on, like, what are we doing? Like, why is woke even in a topic of conversation in the matter
I
when
know.
it don't need to be?
Yep.
You know
So
why?
yeah, I do know why. Do I need to say it, or you gonna say it?
I'll let you say it because I want to use the other three-letter word, the three-letter thing that they use to say it later.
Well, you better clip it, because this the only time you're gonna get it. Racism, white supremacy.
Thank you.
Get
It's delicious.
get the timeline, get the timestamp. You'll never hear it again.
Yes, I will, because it's gonna happen again. It's what this country was founded on. It is what it is. How else do you get DEI to mean black when we don't even get the most DEI?
Yeah,
Yep.
and how do you get Democrats to fight for it so hard and throw your ass aside in the process? But again, we're gonna talk about all that on next week's show, because this shit gonna get expanded on. But hey, once again, Mike is right. He come in clutch. He come in clutch saying what need to be said. And when I say racism, white supremacy, what I'm simply saying is they're using the effects of how they perceive race. I'm talking about the Democrats.
Yeah.
How they perceive racism, white supremacy, in regards to fighting for a greater good, so to speak. Oh, this nigga, we stand with the niggas, but nigga, you not electable. So choose this white man. I'll go in the AME church and start this the prayer service first. You ain't got to do it. With me, it's more impact. That's what James Carville said, essentially.
Nah, you know what you got to do? You got to pat him on the head first. Good job, little niglet. I'll take it from here.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
did good. Good job.
You're right.
Take your little colloquialisms and go down the street. Good job. Go start a rally, little niglet. Good job. I'll get elected. Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
how they treat
You're
us. Yeah,
And-
and that's why
and- go ahead.
you'll never hear me call myself a Democrat. Because
I
that's them.
understand. I understand.
That's why I'm independent.
But at the same time, so you brought up a poignant point. You say that's why you never call yourself a Democrat. Me personally, this is what I believe. Because again, this is the dynamic that we have here. We're told by the lefty loonies, by the Bolsheviks, that Jasmine Crockett is the standard of what an established Democrat is. So I'm
How's that
confused, Mike.
possible?
I'm confused.
Yeah.
The
No,
lefty
it's
loonies
really
say we're not
easy.
voting for her because she is the establishment. But then the
It's
establishment
really
say she ain't
easy.
elected.
It's really easy. We're not voting right now. See, when it's not time to vote, she's the shit because she makes Negroes look. But when
You
it's
saw what she
time to
did to
vote,
Pam Bondi. You saw
You
what she
know
did
what
to
I'm saying?
Pam
She
Bondi.
destroyed her. So
Oh,
what
wow.
you're saying, Mike, is when she talk about the bad built beach body, whatever she said, was it?
Beach, bad body,
She-
beach.
She
built.
make the Schumers and all them chuckle and laugh because she cutting the jig. But when it's time to get the brass tacks, go to the sideline. That what you?
go
That
to
what
the,
you
let the
essentially?
big dogs handle business. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How did they not all fall behind her and support her and reward her for really holding her own against Trump and all the other MAGA maniacs that was in the Congress? I mean, she really did hold her, but because she's a black woman and she says stuff, because all these guys can say outlandish stuff, they can say it any way, high, low, and no problem. But she says something, even giving them back the same energy they gave, and it's a negative on her. I don't
That's
get
not
that.
presidential. It's not electable.
Exactly.
Yeah. You remember AOC? Same shit with her. It's
Yeah.
what they do. You're really cute on TV. You look really good to jazz up the party. Once everybody gets in a tizzy, good job, little nigga. Go ahead and stand to the side.
Yeah.
Good job. You did really well.
Damn.
But boss, I thought I was gonna get that promotion. No, we're gonna let Charles do it. He's been doing this for a while. He went to the right Ivy League. He knows what he's doing. It's the same shit. Same
Yeah.
shit in corporate America. Same shit in politics. Same shit.
So I understand what you're saying, Mike. But I'm trying to understand like the X's and O's, everything. Because again, we looking at two sides of the same coin dealing with this Crockett situation. We can't just dismiss. Hell, I will, but in the grand scheme of things, we can't just dismiss these lefty loonies. Where are these lefty loonies getting the idea? And Van Cat said it. He don't understand it. Where's the lefty loonies getting this idea that she's the very representation of the thing that says that she's not electable? That's what I'm trying to understand. I get what you're saying, Mike, but you're gonna have to turn to the left and ask them, hey, what's going on?
Dude, that's easy.
Like what's happening here?
That's easy. Bro, you ready? Watch this.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, I can't believe they're talking to you like this. What do you mean? They're marginalizing you. Yeah, they are. This is crazy. You're right. This is crazy. How dare you let her talk to you like that? You know what? Look out. I'm going to get, hey, man, don't talk to me like that. Good job, ma'am. Oh, my God. She's really angry. Do you see how angry she got? Wow. They're angry. We need them on our side, but we can't let that energy be in the front. She's really angry. She's good. Let's keep her at the side. That's all it is. That's all it is.
But that's the establishment side, though. What about the left side? What about the left of the
loony
establishment?
side? The lefty loony side is I'm going to benefit off of your insanity. When you look crazy, I look like I'm standing next to energy. But when the energy comes out, when the energy is just when it's Democrats, it's energy, yay. But once we're gonna go into higher politics, oh, she's a little too much. I feed off of what I create. I get you to a frenzy, and then I feed off of your frenzy, and then when I see you getting too high, I change the definition of your frenzy into insanity. oh, she's a little too much. Oh, no, here's the word. She's a little uppity. You heard that one about oh, she's out here code switching, trying to talk black now.
I ain't never heard Jasmine Crockett code switch, to be honest with you.
That's what they say.
People from the side, and that's weird. Like, it's real. I try to code switch. I ain't gonna lie. I try to do it because I want to sound distinct, but I can't do it. My accent won't allow me to quote unquote code switch. Now I can do good old boy all fucking day. I can do that. If you want to say that's part of code switching, okay. But when I say code switch, I'm talking about like corporatist.
Yes,
it's a
functional line, and it's a linear line that we've come to, and we've come to this point. Yeah, that bullshit. Well, you can do it. It just takes practice, and she can do it. But the problem is they don't understand that's not code switching. I mean, it's basically being a chameleon, which is what black people have always had to do. And they know that. But what they can do is when you're coming up, wow, she's really distinguished. She's really articulate. The second she tries to step too far, well, there's no way she can reach her people. She's too white.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
You see what I'm saying?
I never understood. Yeah, I never understood how, okay, when you're in a professional setting and you talk a certain way, you want to say that's code switch. I mean, hell, you're just trying to talk professional. What's wrong with that?
It's because it's black people.
He speaks so well.
Exactly, that Chris Rock. Yeah, I heard it when I thought it. Trust me, it's the same thing. But because you know why? Because when white people talk the way they talk at home, that's just speech. When black people talk how they talk at home, that's ebonics.
It's ooga booga talk and all that shit.
Exactly. Come on now, get on round on him. That's he's just from the country. Come on now, I done told you to come. Oh, that's a crazy nigga. Who let him in here? It's the same thing.
But I can take your ass in the foothills of the North Georgia mountains, white folk that you can't understand shit they saying.
Oh, I've been there. And look at your man. And if you don't call him a redneck, look at you like you got your man. What you mean I ain't a redneck? And damn it, I earned my neck in the sun all these darn years. I'm talking about dudes proud to be a redneck, and will tell you the difference between a redneck and a cracker. I've had these conversations. He's not joking. I'm dead serious. I had the conversation with mountain folk. He's like, now hold on, now cracker come from over here. He different now. He different. And I'm like, sir, you sure your name ain't Cletus? You sound just like old black people. It's the same thing.
But yeah, in the terms of saying code switch, because I understand like her accent and her colloquialisms and shit like that, I don't look at it as code switch. I just don't. I mean, hell, she's talking to me.
It's you speak in the setting that you speak the way you speak the way the culture dictates. If you're in a professional setting and the culture is people come in with three-piece suits and they speak with a certain vernacular, that's the way you speak. It's not code switching. Now, if I go to a place where every Friday it's Cozy Jean Friday, it might be a little more lackadaisical. If you go to a job where you have a name on your shirt, you don't speak. It doesn't matter. Well, good day. How are you doing today, sir? It's, hey, what you want with your burger? It don't matter. Because I promise you, white bitches at Pizza Hut sound just like black girls. Same shit.
Yeah, hey, I agree, man. Speaking of Pizza Hut, man, you see they closed a whole bunch of Pizza Huts, man.
Yes.
Hey, we falling as a country, bro. We falling,
yes.
Man. All these places that's closing down and shit. All these franchises.
I think it's like 250 locations.
Why y'all make me do this?
It's crazy, man. I was talking to my kids yesterday. They were talking about the pizza. I was like, man, I remember we used to go in. I was a kid. We used to go to Pizza Hut for dinner, and sit down and eat.
Yeah, Pizza Hut ain't the same.
We had the salad bar.
It's not
all the breadstick.
There's something wrong with that crust.
With collared shirts.
It's not the same no more, man. Pizza Hut heads.
I apparently y'all. You know what? I'm starting to think y'all doing this on purpose.
What do you mean?
To get me started.
What do you mean?
It's not starting. We're already done. The country been done. The fall of Rome has already happened. We the chicken with the head cut off running around. Get your hammock and meet me in the woods.
The hammock.
It's
It
already
ain't looking
done.
good, man. It ain't looking good.
One of y'all learn carpentry so we can do something with the wood, and one of y'all learn how to make solar rays so we can get some electricity. And let's go to the woods and get this over with. It's already done.
Mike got us in a dystopian Walking Dead future.
Fact.
Yeah.
The only and
How
you
we
know
gonna
what?
how we gonna
The
make
zombies
pizza
are
in
the
the
meth
woods?
heads.
What you got a stone pizza stone out there?
Hey, you think I
Start a
wouldn't?
fire?
You damn right.
Damn Van Cat talking about the crust and all this shit, man. Just eat the damn pizza, Van Cat.
It's not the same. It's not the same, MD.
I'm gonna
Eat
get
the
him a
pizza,
DiGiorno's
man.
truck. You'll be all right.
But yeah, man, back in the day, man, when I was a kid, man, we used to go sit down and you order your pizza, and then they had like the salad bar out there. You get your salad.
Yeah.
They had the
I love the
breadstick.
salad bar.
I was like, man, they were the good old days. You know, the Pizza Hut top on the top of the roof. I'm like, they were the good old days of Pizza Hut, man.
Yep.
Hell,
That's like
it's still my number one. But
no, it's
you're right
not.
though, Van Cat.
No, it's not, MD. They got the
it's not
worst pizza.
Man, I can't rock with you on that, bro. I'm talking about
Stop it, MD.
like national chain pizza. I still rock with Pizza Hut, bro.
Stop it. They're the worst
still rock.
option. Little Caesars
got
is
that-
better than them.
Oh man,
Wow.
you tripping,
Little Caesars is better.
That's
You tripping.
disrespectful.
Oh,
bro.
please.
Now you done crossed the line, Van Cat.
That's
You done
Stop
crossed
it.
the
The
damn
deep,
line.
the Little
Wow.
Caesars deep dish. Oh, stop it.
Oh,
Nah, I
now
can't.
Little
I
Caesars
don't-
deep dish is
I-
fly.
I don't. Yeah, that's the ultimate nigga pizza. I don't eat no nigga pizza. You'll be better off just going to the store, man. Get you a Tony's or something, man.
Nah, Little Caesars, the pizza muffins, that is the greatest invention in pizza history. Those pizza muffins, I'll never eat a pizza again if I get the pizza muffins. Pizza muffins are delicious
I
and they
can't
cheap.
stand Little Caesars. That shit nasty as hell.
Go get a pizza muffin. I bet you change your mind.
It's the marinara. I don't like their sauce, man.
Ain't no marinara
Like I
on
said,
it.
oh, well, I definitely ain't gonna like it then.
Bro,
I
I'll give
definitely
you
ain't gonna like
$5 to go get it. I'll pay you to go get it just to come back next week and talk about how right I was. Because you see the name and you know what the letters stand for.
Little Caesars ain't $5 no more.
No, I'm talking about just the muffins, the pizza muffins.
No, well,
Just get the pizza
Oh.
muffins.
yeah, I'm straight on Little Caesars, man. You can have that.
Oh my God! I'm talking about
Yeah,
I'll
that-
pay for it. See, you can't even pay
I don't-
black people.
it ain't.
to learn
I ain't
nothing
gonna eat
new.
it. It ain't. Why I ain't gonna let you spend no money? Ain't gonna get ate.
It is delicious, sir.
I ain't
is
gonna eat it, man. I'm
delicious.
just telling you. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Pizza Hut, man. Yeah, that's number one. Papa John number two. Papa John, that my
Man,
shit as
Papa
well.
John's is number one. Pizza Hut ain't never been number one. And
Nah,
I-
man.
Pizza Hut is straight
I rock-
trash.
Man, you crazy, man. You crazy.
Pizza Hut is below Hungry Howie's.
Now Domino's,
Exactly.
that's some bullshit too. I put Domino's
Domino's
a little bit
trash.
above. See, I put it above Little Caesar, but it's some bullshit too. Domino's
You know why
nasty
Domino's
as
is lit? The one thing lit about Domino's, their codes always get leaked.
hell. Oh, well, I mean,
That dude Jordan, he be leaking their codes online, and he can just be like, "Dude, 2 pizzas for $4.99." Oh shoot! He always leak that. That's the best part about Domino's. They code get leaked. I be like, man, I'm about to get 16 of these pizzas. Give them out in the hood.
yeah. As far as franchise, yeah, man. It's other places like I don't know if you know. I think this is a national chain. Blade Pizza. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, Blaze.
Yeah, but yeah, Blade. That's my shit, man.
Yeah, Blaze is fire.
Where they make it right there in front of you. That my
Yeah.
Blade is fire. It's
I got-
high as hell, but it's fire.
We got like expensive, like the real pizzas. That's what's in now. People don't want to pay for that pizza. Only poor people buy pizza at the chains anymore. Other people go to places where they come to Stone Pizza or go to Pizza by the Sea or whatever the hell. They got all of them
Yeah.
names.
Yeah,
real
them like
chains,
mom
man.
and pop type pizza places.
Yeah.
You got them everywhere. It's a lot of places I go for like a New York slice or whatever. But like I'm
bro,
talking
we
about as
got-
far as like national.
I'm gonna send you a picture. They got this thing out here called Lazy Moon. Sir, they pizza so big, I put my hand next to it. You could wrap my hand in it and you wouldn't even see my hand.
Mm.
Yeah, we got it's Italian pie. Like I can walk to it from my house if I damn want to. It's up in the square. It's a Brooklyn guy and he make pizza. That shit be good as hell.
Hell yeah.
That shit be
Whole
good
Foods
as
pizza
hell.
is pretty good too.
Man, I
Oh
ain't
man.
never been in a Whole Food. What's wrong with you?
Stop it now. Come on, man.
I ain't never been in a Whole Food. I ain't never been in a Whole Food. I don't go to Target. I ain't never been to Starbucks. I don't do none of that stuff.
Whole Food pizza is pretty good. They have a big oven. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, for
Cheesy.
Yeah.
$19.95 a month.
Nah, on Fridays they got it on sale, man. They got it on sale.
Yeah, I go to Whole Foods like maybe once a month to get some stuff. That shit be high as hell, man.
You know what I've
That shit
just
be high.
realized?
Either that or Sprouts.
No,
Yeah.
I like Sprouts. You know what I've just realized about sales? And I've known it my entire life. But like, I'm no longer getting food on sale, unless it's non-perishables. Because sale means they've had it for so long, this is the last chance to get rid of it before it goes rotten. So the second you put it in your fridge, you be like, "Oh, I got these strawberries. I'm gonna tear these up in a couple days." They already the mold is already growing on the bottom of it. You just can't see it.
Yeah. Whenever you get like manager special or something like that on meat, that means cook the shit like when you get home.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? That
you gotta
everybody know
cook it
that.
now,
Yeah.
sir. Why are
Yeah,
you putting this
everybody
in
know
your
that.
car? You ain't got the grill in the trunk. You gotta cook it now.
Yeah. You know when you see the ground beef, that should be manager special. That hell, it be looking like it's already cooked in the damn thing. I was like, damn shit, brown as hell.
Come on, bro.
This
he's like, hey, I can
I'm
sell
like,
this to
man,
you for
I'm gonna have
45
damn
cents,
yeah.
or I can just throw it in the trash. One of the two. What you want to do?
Yeah.
What the
Oh, I'll
hell?
take it.
Yeah, that, and, yeah.
Oh gosh.
You get discount
I
on the
swear.
price, but you get added salmonella. Which one you want?
Facts. They got
Like,
salmonella in
damn,
the
what they
salt
do? Cook the
shaker.
shit and put it back in here? What they do with it? This shit brown as hell.
My God.
Yo, when I heard who was it that was talking about how they break down chicken in the store when they get the brand new chickens, and if they don't sell, they take them off and they put them they put them in the rotisseries, and then they try to sell them on the rotisserie, and if you don't
That
buy
makes
them
sense.
there, then they take them off and they put them in the sub place and they try to sell it there.
Oh, it
And if
must
they,
be like Publix, right?
yeah, Publix, I'm talking about Costco, all them places, and they just keep moving
Yeah.
it down the line.
Yeah.
And then like when it's really, really shitty, they just grind up and make like that hot, what do you call it, the buffalo sauce, and they
Oh
just
yeah.
make grind the chicken up with that. And I'm
Or
just
they
like,
make chicken salad.
by the time it gets there, that shit's like it's barely chicken.
Yeah, with chicken, if you go to the grocery store, if the chicken is yellow, don't buy that shit.
Don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
Talk about that fat. You better go on. My fat
That
white.
be
You
the
better leave
old
it
ass
alone.
chicken too.
Shit.
Chicken be yellow.
Mike
Like you got
said
jaundice.
the
I'm
fat
like, man, I
white.
don't want no yellow ass chicken.
See, I messed up the show
Chicken
again.
yellow
I'm
as hell.
sorry, y'all.
Nah, man. Hey, we just shooting the shit, man. We ain't got nothing else going on. But yeah,
Y'all was so
Ricardo,
professional.
We
with
got
the etiquette
Ricardo on
before
here.
I
We got
showed up.
Ricardo.
What up,
what's up,
twins?
man?
It's another distraction for the Epstein time, damn it.
Hey,
Now
you know
that's a
I'm down
fact.
to talk about Epstein. I'm down.
That's a whole fact.
You know who?
Bro,
You know what's so funny? You know who put me back on the Epstein? Because before the files dropped, I was talking cash shit. They need to lock all their ass up. And me and Wayne have been arguing back and forth for the
good,
last month over
good.
everything. We argue over Shador Sanders. We argue over Black Power. We argue over racism. And the last thing we argued over was the Epstein files. And just 2 days ago, he had the nerve to say, "What happened to the Epstein files? Where they at? I thought you were gonna run out here talking all that nonsense." And I was like, "My mama just got out of the hospital, bro. I ain't had time, but give me a chance. I'm gonna go do the research." And today,
Yeah.
everything fell. They was like, nigga, I seen videos of the people trying to tell, oh, Michael Jackson was right. They tried to stab Michael Jackson because he was trying to save them kids to Neverland. I seen videos of them burning girls with magnifying glasses. Seen pictures of Trump that I thought was AI, and then I looked and I was like, oh shoot, that's really Trump. That's whoa, what is this? They done
And
caught them trying to destroy documents that somebody found. There's so much stuff going on. How is everybody? That I seen a picture of one of the princes from England.
oh yeah,
What?
He's been implicated. That's Andrew. He
Yo, how are these people? Yo, I'm gonna tell you what a dude at work said today. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't want to start no drama. We need a whole bunch of Luigis, and I ain't talking about
Oh
Mario.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, this
We
ain't
need
Mario Brothers.
no Mario Brothers, no video game. We need a whole bunch of ain't got nothing left to live for type cats. Cause
Yeah,
this is
Andrew
crazy.
Montbatten Windsor, man. To me, that's the key. That's the dude that's gonna break this shit wide open.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, what you got to lose now? You done lost your royal
the
title.
crown. Yep. And the
You're about to get ready to lose your money. You might end up losing your freedom at the end of the day. You might as well just say fuck it. Let me use this last little strip of dignity I got left and just go and tell it.
You know why he won't do it? Because they haven't pardoned Ghislaine. If they let what's her name, Ghislaine or the chick who's locked up, if they give her clemency, he'll fold like the raggedy covering on the what do you call them shits? The got the messed up corners that you put on the mattress. The fitted sheet.
The
Fold
fitted
like a
sheet.
raggedy fitted sheet.
But
I
I
promise
mean, bro, they finna get ready to crucify him anyway, with or without Ghislaine. Like, to
Right,
me, it really don't matter.
If they let Ghislaine go, then it gives him a light runway to come right in behind her and be like, if you like what she did, give me some money and a place to go hide like they did the Nazis in Argentina, and I'll show you all the stuff that she
But
don't even know.
nobody in England gonna do that though. Like Trump
That's what I'm
can't do
saying.
it.
But he'll leave England. He'll leave England, but he got to have a soft landing spot.
But
That's the one thing you know about mass murdering and mass criminals, big time criminals. You give them a landing spot where they can live soft, they'll give you all the information. They love to act like, oh, I'm a thug, I'll never do that. The second you give them a way out, they turn to Jose Canseco.
it's amazing though, because reading the files and all of that stuff. It's one thing that I've learned going through the whole thing was that A1, they did not want no black people involved. So for the first time, we can sit this one out.
Fantastic.
But
Yeah. You saw the one where it said they don't want no niggas.
They want
They
no
don't want
niggas
no nigga
involved.
children.
No black woman, no niggas at all. They don't
Thank
want
you.
niggas.
We want some pure white girl.
White bread. Yeah.
And we appreciate it.
We want capacity. So
But one of the chicks that's the victim though, she looked like mixed. I don't know what
I know
she
who you're
is.
talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The swirly one. She does look
Yes.
mixed to me, but maybe at the time they didn't realize that she's like I guess a Bob Marley, in a sense. Like Bob Marley had a white father and a black mom. So I don't know if they are selective with what they wanted, but it was very weird that in all of that programming they said we want no niggas involved. Don't bring me no niggas. I don't want them here. It's weird.
You guys don't know about the 3-generation rule?
Man, white folks go by one drop.
No, they do go by one drop, but there's a 3-generation rule. They say if you get a black person and you get them to have a kid with a white person 3 times, like 3 generations, there's no longer black. The blackness is wiped out of them. That's what they did in I think it's in Colombia. It was a whole eugenics program that they had to try to get rid of blacks. You got to have 3 generations of whites, and then the black is gone.
In America, it's one drop. That's just what the fuck it is.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's how they let them go. If you get 2 generations, you're fuckable.
Well, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
But
once you get the nipples to be as pink as possible, you're in there. No, that's how I'm dead serious. That's how they judge them. Pink areolas, you're white enough.
It's a bit curious.
Yep. If your areolas look like uncooked chicken, come on in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that Epstein shit, man. Yeah, to me, Andrew is the key. That I think that's what's gonna blow the top off this shit. Because this is just the tip of the iceberg, folks.
It is a
It's the tip of the iceberg.
I think, and there's the redactment and all that crap that Bondi was trying to like hide from. And I pray to God that when it's all said and done, they do get her for corruption, because she answered no questions yesterday at all, which is very shocking. This whole time you're going through, even Crockett had to put her in her place and be like, you're a lawyer. How do you not know there's questions that we're asking you right now?
Oh
You're
yeah, I
not.
saw that.
You can't be doing that. So when she brought up, she basically used the playbook from Trump: distraction, try to go off a tangent, then pretend like you know what was going on. You at the end of the day, you're in charge of the Justice Department. Your job solely is to actually go through the whole thing and accidentally. I for the life of me can't understand why she doesn't know what her job entails. But I digress. It's
Hey,
not.
it's the Whitley Gilbert. It's the Whitley Gilbert thing. Distract, deflect, defeat.
Pretty much. It's
Yeah.
so scary, man. Scary.
And you know what's the scariest part? They put out a whole bunch of nonsense that was insane and sickening, right? They ain't even. If that's what they put out, imagine what they didn't. They didn't put out none of the cannibal stuff. They ain't put out none of the murder stuff. You know it's some sick stuff. They've got 2,000 videos. And you telling me you couldn't find nobody in this? Nobody's arrested from this. Just Lane and the what's his name and Epstein. You got thousands of videos and nobody's arrested.
Yeah, that's
Nobody's
weird.
been. Yo, you ain't even got to arrest them. Where's the Jason Bournes?
But it goes to show that it proves the point that money talks and money walks, right? So all these powerful people all have one thing in common, and not for nothing. You heard me say this when Diddy was going down, that Sean Carter was gonna get himself involved. I've been saying this from day one. You guys, you have to go back to the beginning when you hear me say not just Diddy's gonna go down, but also Sean Carter. Jay-Z was gonna go down with this because there's a lot of stuff that the streets been saying for years that we've all been skimming through and didn't realize that he was actively involved. His name is somehow, and they said allegedly, but somehow his name came up in the list, and it doesn't surprise me. So you know who Petty Fitty was like, oh, I'm bringing up another documentary too, and he's I'm gonna make it even 10 times worse than Diddy. So
Well,
you
I
know
heard that
it's that.
they said that he was at a party when they were selling girls.
Mm. I guess they like them young. You
Bro, I don't understand. Yo, little girls look like little boys. There's nothing sexy about little kids, bro.
it's weird as hell.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
Exactly.
got
it's
the
weird.
same chest. They got the
Exactly.
same bodies. It's just one got longer hair. That's it.
Very weird. I'm
There's
sorry, man.
nothing sexy about kids.
I agree.
Ugh.
That's
They're
this
disease
uh,
farms.
Hey, I'm glad you said that, Mike, because you brought up the little boys. So let's put our tinfoil hats on.
Uh-oh.
Now this guy in England, this Peter Mandelson guy, is a flaming homosexual. Everybody know that. Married to a man. What the hell he doing to Epstein in his drawers? They got the picture. I seen it. He just casually in his drawers, signing some paperwork or whatever. Now this man doesn't like the opposite sex.
You know
What
what
the
he's
hell
doing
he?
there.
Oh man. So again,
the east
tip
side
of
of
the
the island is
iceberg.
different.
The tip of the iceberg, then, because we
You know
don't
the
see no
east
little
side
boys
of the
in the
island
Epstein
is
file.
different. Come on, bruh. On the
Where the
east
little
side, they
boys
do
at?
some little freaky deaky.
Where
The
are the
south
little
side is
boys
where
at?
they eat people, and the north side is where you murder people. I'm
yeah,
telling you, the island is a choose your own adventure place.
it's very
And
weird. With all this little latex express nonsense and all this. It's strange, man. But it makes you wonder how far up the ladder or chain of sequence do you see all these powerful people? The guy that's in charge of Balenciaga, you have Hollywood directors, you have politicians, there's so many people involved in this damn thing. Bill Gates, even that was a shocking one for me. How is it that
yeah, Bill Gates caught the clap and trying to
I
get some medicine.
Trying to
and
get
you
some
and you
medicine.
gave it to your
Yeah,
wife and you from two Russian what you call it, and you gave that to your wife, dude. That no wonder she divorced you.
and really that should be illegal because you're trying to slip your wife a Mickey
Yep.
or some clap medication so
Yep.
she don't find out. What type of shit is that? That's some
Yeah,
nigga shit if I ever heard it.
and it makes
Now,
sense
Some
now
nigga
why she
shit.
divorced his ass. I mean, it makes perfect sense looking back in the history from that back way back when they divorced. I was like, but that's strange. Why would one of the richest women in the world divorce one of the richest men? And then it makes sense now looking back, because she said she would never forgive him. Now, when this fall came up, it kind of makes sense now based on what we've actually read, that if he did allegedly catch the claps from these two Russian hookers, then went and go sleep with the wife, and then she got the claps. Then somehow, and this is not any kind of regular claps. This is the immune clap. So this is a lifetime thing.
Super clap.
So bruh,
Thunderclap.
Standing ovation.
this is worse than a soap opera. Like, it just keeps getting worse and worse as a snowball. I'm just trying to wait and see what they're going to release next, if it's going to be the videos. The whole redactment thing from the Justice, the whole Justice Department, to me, that was it's worse than you having a kid crayon information. Like, how do you mess that part up? Like, how do you say you're redacting something and we can go back and see the names fully? It's bizarre to me. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna tell you what I think they're doing. And it leads to my last point. I'm gonna shut up. I think they want to get caught. I think the people doing the redacting want these people to get caught, but they can't do it because you know what this country does when power gets behind trying to make you look crazy. You saw what it
Facts.
did to Dave Chappelle. You saw what it did to that little Russian, the little what's her name, the Argentina model chick who was
Hmm.
saying they're eating people, and they were like, "Oh, this crazy
Mexico.
chick," and then
Yeah,
she
yeah, yeah.
disappeared.
She
You saw what
disappeared.
they did
Nobody
to
found
Michael
her.
Jackson. You see
Hmm.
what they do. You see what they did to Princess Diana. You see what they did to Ashton Kutcher. Everybody that come on, trying to talk about they're hurting the kids, So they did to McCully. He disappeared for damn near 15 years. Look at Justin Bieber. That boy don't never look right no more. It's the second you come out, they ruin you in every way, shape, or fashion. So nobody wants to come out.
Yeah,
So
at the
people
end
are
of,
just
at the you're right. At the end of the day, to me, it's just a case of international espionage. That's what I
yes,
think this whole shit is about.
which is why we need to
Epstein
get Luigi's.
Epstein was an international spy. That's what I
Facts.
believe.
Facts.
Like he was set in play. Hey, look, you do all the freaking shit you want to do. We're gonna leave you alone. But this is what we need you to do.
Facts.
Get all these high profile people.
Yes,
Get as much information as you possibly can on
So
these
we can
folks.
use it as leverage.
and we're gonna
Use
blackmail
it
the
as
shit
leverage.
out of them.
Facts.
And that he set up all these hidden cameras in these rooms. And yeah, I got the little girls for you. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
But
You know
but
what I'm
he was
saying?
but he was worse than Maury, though, because remember the Maury Black Room, where for the life of me, I would never understand how they invite these people, and you always have that one guy that will have, like, they bring the strippers and whatnot in the Black Room, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, I didn't know they were videotaping me." Really? This whole time you just have a random girl just show up, and she just be doing the most. You didn't know that this is all a setup? Come on, man. It's the same exact thing. Like, they know they're powerful, but they can't help themselves. That's the
Yeah.
scary part. You can't help yourself. So in all of this, in all the context, they still don't get them in terms of leverage wise, MD, because at the end of the day, Trump, all of them come all down. They know they're powerful, but at the end of the day, they're going to be like, all right, well, I could get away with it anyway because I'm powerful. Who's going to speak? Remember, they did say that the one thing that I'm not sure if Mike got, because the Megamaniacs will always come up with a story. Remember the part in Epstein file where they said that they had the limo driver said that somehow allegedly he killed this girl for saying whatever, and nobody, not one of the persons from the Justice Department went and interviewed this guy. Mind you,
Nah,
it's on
it was.
record.
I know what you're talking about. It was so apparently Trump had got this woman pregnant, and the abortion was, and they was at some lake somewhere. It wasn't murder. I think they said the lady killed herself. I think, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
And
Allegedly.
who said they killed themselves?
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Again, I'm just going off of the story. Again, you take it, it is what it is. But said they
But
got the girl pregnant or whatnot. But yeah, you're right though, Ricardo.
but
Ain't
the
nobody
limo,
talking about this shit at all.
but the limo driver said, he said out of his own mouth, "I will kill you." Mind you, he said that. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Right?
hey, I don't doubt it. I
So,
don't doubt it.
I mean, nothing surprises me, but yet everybody skims over it. The Megamaniacs and the rest of them skim over it like, oh, it's just words. It's in the report. There's
They're
no.
not skimming over it. I heard a dude didn't Ted Cruz just say in Congress that we need to stop trying to attack all these pedophiles? I just heard a
Yeah, yeah.
megamaniac. I just heard a
Yes.
megamaniac go on TV and say, Well, what would you do if you were in a room with a pretty little 14-year-old?
Right. That's crazy. That
Nigga,
is
I'm gonna teach her algebra. That's what I'm gonna do.
exactly what would a 14-year-old have in common with me? That makes no damn sense.
The
We
hell?
went from Pizzagate to now ain't nobody talking about the Epstein file no more, huh?
Yeah,
Like what happened?
that's
Crazy.
insane.
The
I told you I
destruction.
always mess the show up. I'm sorry. I always take y'all down some weird loopholes.
No, hey, you absolutely right. Like I said, I want to know where the little boy's at.
You know where the boys at?
Because we've seen several homosexual men be implicated in these files, and I ain't seen not nan one boy.
They told them boys, take this money and shut your mouth, or we'll tell the world that you got your booty hole blowed out, and you don't want to be nobody on TV talking about their booty hole got blowed out on an island by powerful men. Take this little bit of money, go to college, shut up and make a life for yourself, little bitch. That's what they told them. And them boys shut the fuck. And I ain't gonna lie to you, if it happened to me, wouldn't nobody find out either. They wouldn't find out until my deathbed after they'd be like, man, Michael really killed all these strong, these powerful men? He surely did. And this is why. Because I'm taking people out with me.
Damn.
I'm killing people. If it was me, I'm killing people, bro. I thought about killing people for less. You gonna blow my, I thought about killing people because they cut me off in traffic. You think I ain't gonna murder you for blowing my booty hole?
I know,
Mike is Dexter.
Yes, yes. All I'm doing is learning from serial killers. That's all I'm doing. They like, what happened? We found so and so today missing their. It's the finger indent. The finger indent killer. I'm gonna get me. My name's gonna be Bloody Nine because I'm cutting everybody pointer finger off.
You're gonna be worse than Dexter.
You damn right, bro. I wish somebody would blow my booty. I sit down and shit for in like 2 seconds, and I ain't even got to wipe. I'm killing everybody. That's how I feel, and I mean that 100,000%. I hope them dudes come together, make a union, and just start murking people.
Yeah. The booty hole gaping.
It's just funny how we look at the parity, right, of what's going on in the United States versus what's going on in England. I mean, do y'all understand, like, the government in and of itself in the UK is about to be like toppled based off this shit. Meanwhile, over here in the good old USA,
we ain't moving.
Ain't moving an inch, Vancat. Not an inch.
Nothing.
But let me ask you a quick question, MD. What happened to Norm? She just somehow disappeared out of the blue? Like, she stopped killing dogs?
Yeah, Christian Norm done. She done.
So
like
she's done. She's going back to killing dogs.
I guess so. She's again. Look at what's happening now. We're going on to another subject. She ill handled the situation in Minnesota, and the optics just wasn't good. That's why you got Tom Homan in there right now. That's why you got. And Tom Homan took a shot at her. I don't know if y'all saw the press conference he did. Yeah, talking about I'm in Minnesota and I'm not here to do photo ops and all this shit. He was talking about Christian Nome.
Yep.
So Christian Nome is in the purview right now. It ain't looking good for him.
I was curious because I haven't heard her name being mentioned for the past week and a half. Like I've been trying
she on vacation.
Nobody talking about Pete Hegseth. He's like underground.
Pete Hegseth getting ready to go to war. Like you ain't gonna hear from him in a second.
Which war? Like I'm trying to understand what the hell does this
Iran. It's coming. It's coming. So yeah, he got other shit on his plate.
These guys gonna face major. When the Democrats win the House and the Senate, they're gonna be dealt with. They gotta face some kind of consequence.
No, they're not. Our country has no soul. When they get in office, they're gonna continue the fuckery that they were doing before Trump got in office.
That's true.
They're not gonna fix anything. The Democrats had ample time to expose this shit at least a little bit.
But
at least a little bit. They could have been.
I'll take not doing shit over this any day of the week.
Yeah, but I want to. Let me bring up another point because I wasn't able to come earlier to say this. Remember when they had the convention with the whole Beyonce? Was it Beyonce that came out or whoever came out?
No,
I
that was
remember
Megan the Stallion. Megan the Stallion. My bad.
whoever it was. I remember CNN. I think it was Jake Tapper or somebody was on CNN was like, "This is bullshit," because here we are underneath. I guess they had like the regular people in the bleachers, and then you have the high up to the people in the booth in the what you call it, like how you have the Super
The
Bowl, you
suite.
have the suite. And he was like, it's all high rolling money people. Like it's just bizarre because you can't be in the box with them, and they're the one that's dictating what's going on in the Democratic Party. And he was like, there's a complete disconnect. And when he said that part, I was like, wait a minute, are you kidding me right now? So while we have the people who are doing the grassroots thing and whatnot, you have the high rollers that are still just delegating, like they're on the whim, just trying to like tell people what it's like. That doesn't make sense. This has always been my problem with the Democratic Party. No one's leading. It's just the high rollers with the money and the checks that are saying, just like Mike said earlier, my twin was like, if they're going to be like, oh, Crockett, made all the noise and AOC made all the noise, but shut up and sit down in the corner and be quiet. They did the same thing. If you remember, Nancy Pelosi put AOC and the new class in order when they came in. Oh, I am happy you guys are here, but the old school is going to still do their job. And we need y'all to shut up, be in the corner. When we come to you, you would do your job, but you would gracefully step aside when we need you. And that's been my issue with the Democratic Party.
Yeah, but that's politics in general, though.
I
Yeah,
know that.
exactly.
Politics is like
It's
training day.
Money is what win the damn election.
Yeah.
If
So
you ain't got no money, but
if you don't do
then
it,
again, we
you're
may
gonna be out.
Yeah, but then again, look at what's happening right now, though, Venkat. We just saw in what was that, Louisiana? We just saw a race get ran by Democrats.
Yep.
They said 1 to 10 margin in donation, and they still won. So we may be in an inflection point, is what I'm saying. Now that's based on factors that people see. Trump is about to like destroy the United States as we know it, but we were saying that shit in 2024.
Yes, we were.
So I mean,
Hey,
people
it
are
had to
fickle,
happen
man.
this way. It had to happen this way for it to be destroyed. It's the prophecy. He had to get a taste of power, then get it taken from him, and when it got taken from him, he started a freaking riot. And when he started to riot and got away with it, he was like, "Oh snap! I can really do whatever the fuck I want."
Exactly.
And
That's what
that's
he
where we
said.
are now.
That's what he said. He was like, "Damn, is that easy? All I gotta do is like get up and say a couple of sentences, and
Yep.
they'll fucking start an insurrection." Shit.
Hello. Make a
What else
couple
can I get
noises,
away with?
And you see what he did.
So yeah, hey,
He's
you right
gonna
on
get
that.
he's gonna get impeached for a third time.
And
he's
also,
gonna be
oh
sleeping
yeah, that's
Mar-a-Lago
definitely
the
gonna
week
happen.
after.
That's
Huh?
definitely gonna happen.
And
But
he's
how
gonna
do
be sleeping Mar-a-Lago a week after that.
But
And
how do you remove him?
some Republicans said they will vote to convict.
It ain't
And
gonna
Already.
happen,
Republicans
man.
and
It ain't
Republicans
gonna happen.
liked Obamacare when it was called Romney Care.
Because you gotta have 3/4 majority in the Senate in order to convict. They'll never get numbers like that. Even if Democrats take the Senate, it ain't gonna be that big of a number. It won't happen. It won't happen. It just won't. Like, it is what it is, though. But I mean, yeah, you're right though, Venkat, man. This is politics. This is how this shit works.
Yep.
Which is why it'll
without
never
money,
work.
you can't run a campaign.
Which is
When
why it'll never
people
work.
try to do the right thing too much, you end up getting Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. Hey, don't be trying to take my thing. I made that a verb.
Man, Bernie Sanders is the Bolshevik king. If it wasn't for him,
Damn.
we wouldn't be. If it wasn't
You
for
said
him, we wouldn't be
Bolshevik
having the Bolshevik
That-
king.
That went over my head for a second there.
He the reason we in this fucking predicament to begin with, because the people that follow him chose not to go with quote unquote said establishment,
Yeah.
and now look at us. We fucked.
I reject that. I think if the Democratic Party would be what the Democratic Party is supposed to be, we would, because we didn't wake up on Monday and become the money party.
So okay, you say
I believe it started with Clinton.
So what should the Democrats be?
because the
They're
Democrats
supposed to
always been a
be
big tent.
right, but
Yeah.
they're supposed to
Yeah.
be progressive. That's
That's
what they're
not true.
supposed to. Yes, before
Part
Clinton, they were progressive. Clinton is the one that made them fence riders. He's the one that made them
so
centrists.
we
When it was
so
Jimmy
you
That's
say
true.
Carter, it was
That's true.
bubble gums and gumdrops. We're gonna do something. Hey, hippies, we're gonna try to make life better for everybody. What? You're black? Okay, we're kind of racist, but we're gonna try to make stuff good for you too.
we're
Yay!
kind of
Then,
racist. So
hey,
that
they are.
that
They're racist.
voids your point though, because again, the Democrats have always been a big tent with the racist people too.
Yes, I agree.
Like the Democrats were there. Strom Thurmond and all of them was in Congress when Jimmy Carter was president.
I agree.
Yeah.
But they
Strom
were
Thurmond didn't fuck
but
with
the
you niggas.
majority of the party was trying to be progressive.
Nah, that's bullshit. You
I
had
don't think so.
You had caucuses that were trying to be progressive.
And they
as a
moved
matter
the
of fact,
party.
that's when the Progressive Caucus started under Jimmy Carter.
That's
But
what
you
I'm
also
saying.
had
They
the
moved-
Dixiecrats.
They
You also
moved
had
the
the
party.
liberals and so on and so forth. They understood, hey, look, we all must form Voltron in order to stop what these Republicans are trying to do. As a matter of fact, they trying to take votes away from us with the Southern strategy and all that bullshit.
Correct.
They said, look, we got to come together in order to stop it. Inevitably, they fail because we got the reign of Reagan.
You know why they failed? Because
they played the culture war.
Deciding what Voltron is going to be, it's supposed to be a group effort. We decide what Voltron is. But what they try to do is, hey, we're the big brothers. Hey, they try to do the Jasmine Crockett. Hey, all right, little girl, you're good. Just come in here and join the team.
So when you say, hey, we're the big brothers, who are the big brothers? Like who are those
the
people?
ones that you call liberals, the ones that I call fence riders. Wow. They're the big brother centrists who they want their little, come on, yeah. But hold up, don't speak too much. Just stand over here next to me and make me look good. Hey, just shut up and take the picture. Good job. Now go back to your room. They want they want to decide what Voltron is. You could be the green cat, you could be an arm, but I'm going to be the black cat in the middle. That's what they want. And Bernie said no. And I'm with Bernie because I'm not going to, that's why I said we need 4 parties. I'm not going to get along with and I was hoping that when they did that shit that they did, when they let Trump win, that the progressives would have stood up and did more work. But these idiots, these idiot fence riders just went harder on being a fence rider. And it's like, yo, you can't win without us. So acquiesce. You cannot win without us.
Before we came on, I saw a video. I saw a video that showed Hassan, the nephew of Cenk Uygur.
We're gonna talk about that. That's next week, Venkat. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that.
But okay, so in general, show.
So you're saying he's a political plant?
I'm saying that.
On that show, they were just presented well. Okay, so in 2028, J.D. Vance versus
Gavin Newsom.
Right. And then Hassan said, I'm voting third party. Mm-hmm. So then that brought up this whole debate about, like, if you're not getting everything you want in the candidate, then is it okay to just go away from that candidate and do third party and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, you hear what Mike is saying about the fence riding thing, and we saw what happened with all these groups that said, one issue that we don't like with Kamala Harris, we're not voting for her. And that didn't really work out well for them either.
Those were lefty loonies.
Yeah. So what do you
put a name on them?
They're not lefty loonies.
They lefty loonies, bro.
They're not. You want me to show you why they're not lefty loonies? I can prove it.
Go ahead.
Okay. The GOP was left-leaning, correct? I mean, right-leaning, heavily right-leaning, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about during during his daddy, heavy right-leaning, right?
Yep.
MAGA came in, and now they're so much farther right than what they were that you can't even look at that kind of Republican and say that they would fit this party.
I disagree with that.
How?
MAGA are nationalist socialists. I would argue that MAGA is just as left as a lefty loony because they want government to do everything. That's not conservative. That ain't GOP.
What?
Yeah, MAGA isn't
I'm just be honest.
conservative. MAGA isn't conservative at all.
I'm not talking about. We're not talking about their party line. I'm talking about where they vote. And they have
they vote based off culture. That ain't got shit to do with politics.
But they don't vote Democrat. I'm talking about whether they vote Democrat or Republican. It's a two-party country. They're going to vote Republican, and they have drugged the Republican Party to where they want to live. Am I right or wrong?
But your sentiment is based on something that's non-political though. That's what I'm arguing.
It can't be non-political because they get the people in politics to vote the way they want.
Do you think a MAGA maniac vote based off policy? I guarantee you they don't.
No,
I
they
don't.
don't.
No, you're trying to make this. See, this is the problem with the U's and the Van Cats.
Okay.
You guys always see the policy. You always see the underlying text. You always
but when
see
you say
the
politics,
bill.
that's what we're talking about.
No, we're talking about votes. You can have all the political leanings, the political intelligence, the political scientists in the world. You don't get no votes, you ain't winning shit.
I understand.
MAGA gets votes, and they get Republican votes, and they got so many that they made Republicans who weren't MAGA have to vote MAGA.
That's true.
Okay.
That's
Well,
true.
I get that point on
when
that.
you say back in the day, you would
That's
say
true.
GOP is the party. Now we say it's MAGA because they took the party. That's what progressives were supposed to do.
Yeah.
They weren't supposed to be lefty loonies. They were supposed to be the opposite of MAGA, but they ain't got the balls to do it. That's the problem. That's why we got fucking Biden. That's why we got Biden.
Do you believe that progressives are the majority in the Democratic Party?
No, but the MAGA wasn't the majority either. MAGA was a little shitty offshoot.
Yep.
That got their version of Hitler, a popular charismatic asshole, and they took off.
So
we had Bernie,
who
didn't do it.
So you and Ricardo made a point about money in the politics and the high rollers. Who had the money, MAGA or the quote unquote GOP?
GOP had the money.
Bullshit.
What? GOP had the Koch brothers on lock.
Every single donor. Now, if you want to make the case that those donors went from the GOP to MAGA, that's fine.
Yes.
I'm saying it happened before the aggregation of the votes, though.
But, hold on, though, MD, because the GOP was paying Donald Trump's legal fees after January 6th.
It was MAGA at that point.
After January 6th, and he started to run again. They even said we're going to stop paying your legal fees if you run again.
But it was MAGA.
The money was in the Republican Party.
So if you follow the money, you're gonna have to follow it pre-2016. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Everything after that is MAGA. Like you can't distinguish GOP and MAGA. That shit is impossible.
And that's
so
my
we're talking
point.
about pre-2016.
That's my point.
In that campaign, MAGA had the money over the GOP. That's what I'm saying.
No, MAGA stole the money from the GOP.
Well,
by being zealous.
If you're talking about individuality as far as who the donors were, you could make that argument. But what I'm saying is the money swayed toward MAGA either way.
Because they
I don't know.
zealous.
I wouldn't
That's
use
my point.
stole. I would just say that's the way it swung.
Money don't swing. Money sees where it can make more money, and it goes there.
So, but how can you steal a donor though? That's what I'm saying. It's swayed toward MAGA.
Easy. I go, hey, we're insane. We're gonna take this party over. Come over here, or else. And then they go, or else what? Or else anybody you want, we're gonna make sure they don't get in. But I'm the money. You can't decide who's gonna get in. Watch us. MAGA, 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 MAGA.
I don't think
crazy.
I don't think it was an or else in 2016 though. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
Of course. You know why you don't think it is?
It was an idea in 2016. That's what I believe.
You know why you don't think it was?
Trump ain't have the wherewithal to have or else in 2016.
See, that's
he
your
know
problem.
what the fuck he was doing.
You think MAGA's Trump. You think MAGA's Trump. That's your problem. You think MAGA is Trump. MAGA is not Trump. Trump is the figurehead of MAGA. He never was. The money behind Trump is MAGA.
Okay, so give me some names here. Let's
I
start.
don't know.
Like I
Nigga,
said,
if I knew the names, I'd be dead.
In 2014, Trump went to Silicon Valley to court a lot of money from tech industry. And that's where a lot of his money came from in the 2014, I thought by 2024 campaign.
Yeah, 2024. Because
And
remember,
then Elon Musk was also another, that was like one of the first big.
Exactly. Elon Musk was a Democrat in damn 20. Let's keep that shit real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Peter Thiel was actively donating against Trump in 2016.
Sounds like MAGA
like
stole the money.
So, but did he steal it or did the donors pick their poison? Is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That is what
stealing and
money
picking their
does.
poison. But I don't
Money-
look at that as stealing though.
Of course it is. If you're running the scheme, you've been running for. Matter of fact, I do it another way. Me and you on the block. You selling on north side, I'm selling on south side. My product starting to get so hard, my product is killing them. And then your plug say, "Hey man, you my dog and all, but they making money down there. I gotta go mess with them." And now the plug is riding with me. I stole your plug.
I don't look at that as stealing.
Okay, you lost your plug. You feel better? The money's still gone.
Lost and stole, two different things.
No, it ain't. Not if I took it and you just can't find it. If you don't know,
I lost my wallet. I lost my wallet.
Hey,
if somebody stick me up, they stole my wallet.
Hey, check this out. You get up, you can't find your remote. Somebody stole the remote. Where's the remote? I can't find it. Then you find it. Oh, I just lost the remote. My bad.
Oh, okay.
It's all present. It's all over the state of mind. That money was here, and now that money is gone, and that money is sitting down the block. Hey, and what's that shit? What's that movie? What's that show called? With Franklin in California. Damn it. Y'all know something about Franklin and Louis?
Shit, I don't know. I don't watch TV like that. You talking about Snowfall? Snowfall?
Yeah, Snowfall. Franklin had all that money, and then they came and they moved the money on Franklin. They moved it somewhere else, and they moved the product. It didn't get stolen. He knew where it was, but he was like, they robbed me.
Yeah.
I get your point, Mike. All I'm saying is, when we talk about MAGA, we're talking about something that was advantageous to those people. I don't look at that as like being stolen, but I get your point, though.
That's stealing. Hey,
no, MAGA was before Trump. Because a lot of that Sarah Palin nonsense, that was like pre-MAGA, the Tea Party.
You're talking about
energy,
Tea Party.
The Tea Party energy. That was like
pre-MAGA.
Yeah,
that's where the Tea Party people went. The Tea Party people were like, these Republicans ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. And you know how white people get when they get their little the little when their lips start moving and they don't make sense till they frost at the mouth. That shit became MAGA. The Tea Party didn't work, and they got some money behind them. The tea all of a sudden disappeared, and the hats came out.
I get your point. I mean, like it's all debatable. At the end of the day, what we see now, to say that you wouldn't vote for Gavin Newsom, and like I said, it could be a rock. I don't give a damn what it is, but all the signs were there. The blue, no matter who bullshit, don't count for what we're facing right now. It just don't. And I don't understand why MAGA lefty loonies can't understand that.
But why is it that the Democratic ticket has to be perfection? And the standard isn't the same with the Republicans. Like Trump is the most flawed candidate in American politics history.
Facts.
And for any little slight, like look what Kamala Harris had to go through so much. Oh, well, we don't like the way she's implying how she would do Israel versus Palestine. Like that don't make no sense to me, man. Like I don't know.
And they
one issue.
I can tell you what the problem is. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, you got it.
I'm gonna tell you what the issue is. This is what the issue is, Vatcat. You're gonna feel me. Okay? The reason why the lefty loonies, as MD calls them, say that they cannot have the establishment person running is the same reason that Trump got elected. Because when you put an establishment crony who is not there for movement of the culture forward or progressive nature, All you're doing is putting something there for the Republicans to target, and it's going to be an easy shot. Look at how destructive they were against Biden. Look at how they tore Biden down. Look, because Biden wasn't progressive. There was no way in the world we could stand behind Biden and boost Biden up because we didn't believe in that motherfucker in the first place. There was no I hope. There was no hope. He wasn't Obama. That's why Obama got through. But Biden, there was no hope. There was no this man is going to revolutionize the party. There was no this man's going to carry the party. There was no hope. There was nothing. He was just a target for Republicans to shoot at because he's not the guy who should have won.
Exactly.
So damn the policy. It's a popularity contest.
Say it again.
So damn the policy. It's a popularity contest.
It's not about popularity. It's about carrying the party. Yo, the reason why Trump could win, well, before this nonsense, could have won a third term is because he carried the party. No matter what happened, they were, oh my God, he's giving us what we want. No more No Democrat that the establishment Democrats put up was going to do that. None. The closest we came to was Clinton, and he was a piece of shit. The closest we came to was Clinton, that they put up was like, okay, energize the party. None of them. That's why the so-called lefty loony Bolsheviks are the way they are. Because all you do, why do you think it keeps going back and forth? Because when Republicans get sick and tired of the Republican candidate that they voted in, they go, okay, Democrats, show us better. And then we put in shit. That's why. And when we put in shit, they can't wait to go, this is what you were talking about? You were telling me how Trump was so terrible and we had to vote for someone else, and we gave you a vote and you got Biden in there, and Biden is this is the best you had? And then they can't wait to swing back to Trump. They can't wait to swing back to Trump.
It's funny that you would say that Democratic voters would feel that way, even though they benefit off the policy, not the keyword policy, that Biden put in place like today. They benefit off the shit. American Rescue
I agree. Plan. And who gets the credit for all the policies?
Chips and Sciences Act, infrastructure bill, all of this shit.
Who is getting the props and the praise for all the shit Biden did?
Biden ain't getting it, but I wouldn't necessarily say that Trump would get it either. But
Trump,
at the end of the day,
if there was no Epstein, Trump was still getting lauded for the freaking what's that money they gave us that they actually charged
stimulus.
He's still getting props for the stimulus, and that wasn't even him.
Yeah, because he put his signature on
it. He put his freaking name on it,
which is ridiculous.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I just had to talk to some people yesterday about that.
Policy sounds good, but when you were in high school and they ran for president, the motherfucker who had the great ideas never won. The nigga who knew the bitches, he won.
But you said pushing the party forward. Those policies are what pushed the party forward, though.
No, those policies push the country forward. They're not pushing. They're not pushing.
So pushing the country forward. So basically that means everybody's stupid as hell.
That's exactly what I've been saying since we started this show. Everybody's fucking dumb. Why y'all don't hear me?
Well, yeah.
Why y'all don't hear me?
I can't make an argument for that.
Get a hammock and come stay in the woods.
Yeah, I can't make no argument for that.
Everybody's an idiot. People, you watch video of people saying Obamacare is the worst thing in the world, and then 2 seconds later saying the ACA is the greatest thing they've ever heard of. People are stupid. I watched a video last week where they had a map reversed, where they had Africa on the left side and America's on the right, and they asked people to find Africa, and they couldn't. They asked the woman to find Mexico.
I ain't got no argument for you now, Mike. You got it.
What I'm saying.
I'm gonna let you rant.
These are adult morons. They don't want to know. You say policy. The only policy they know is in the handbook at their job. They're stupid.
Oh, extremely. That's why Trump is possible, because of the stupidity.
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. I apologize. People stupid. Y'all just don't understand.
Extremely.
People are extreme morons. And here's the best part. This is why I had to make the name I have. They're stupid, but they think they're right, and they're
Mm.
not. That's why I had to make my name. I almost fought my cousin over the Christmas holiday because this fool wanted to think he was right. No matter how much proof I put up to show him he's wrong, no matter how much Google I could Google it, Google was like, nah, bro, you wrong. ChatGPT was like, nah, bro, you wrong. Man, fuck all that. I ain't wrong. That's America.
Yeah.
That is America. Hey, this is crazy. They got little kids on the island. But who did it? It was Trump. Nah, Trump ain't do it. We got pictures of him doing it. Nah, man, you tripping. Trump ain't do it. We got pictures. We got video. But she's 14.
There's
She's
a
14.
megamaniac that's sending me something saying that CBS justified Trump rang the alarm on Epstein early on. I've not seen that anywhere, but he giving me some kind of social media posts saying that CBS said that Trump early on, now in the Epstein files, it has been shown that he was calling authorities on Epstein. I've never seen that anywhere else.
Van Cat, that is a fact. He rang the alarm. He was on the dock, letting people know this the way to come. Ding, ding, ding. Come on, bring your ships right here. Yachts right here. He rang all the alarms. Yeah. I believe that people are dumb, bro. Like, I don't understand how y'all have been living in this country this long and you don't understand people are morons.
So, but here's the thing, though, Mike. And like I said, I ain't got no argument. People are stupid. That's a given fact.
Trash bag humans.
Yeah.
But you can't put the weight of intelligence all on Biden and say he was terrible based off of the stupidity of everybody else.
No,
You can't do that.
I'm not putting the weight on, but what I'm saying is the Democratic Party put Biden up because they big boy looking little cute, I can't think of his name now. Little cute Bernie, step out the way, let the
See, you
adult.
keep putting Bernie in here like he was gonna be the savior. I can't rock with you with that, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this: Bernie wasn't gonna be
Would've
the
been
savior.
better
But you know
off.
what Bernie wasn't gonna be? Bernie wasn't gonna be bought.
Exactly.
Bernie wasn't gonna be bought, and Bernie was gonna do shit that make both sides hate him. But at the end of the day, they're gonna have to love it. By the end of Bernie's first term, they would have been like, "Oh, this crazy old man is on to something."
See, here's my problem with people that go back to that. So, if Bernie Sanders would have got elected president, you still got to have you still got to nominate an administration.
Right.
You still got to have the backing of Congress.
Right.
So on and so forth.
Right.
Bernie didn't have a clear view with none of that shit. I'm gonna just be honest.
I believe Bernie had a decent view. The only thing I'm gonna tell you what things would have happened that you would have had to, well, maybe not had to, but things that would have happened that I think would have benefited us. Number one, Bernie would have gotten all of Biden's and Trump's moves to SCOTUS. That would have benefited America crazy. I think the Democrats would have had to fold, and I think intelligent Republicans would have had to fold. Even if they would have fought it, if Bernie would have got elected and he would have been a progressive person, they would have had to fold to get what they need for their own states. They would have had to fold. And I think both sides would have fought him tooth and nail, but by the end of his first term, I believe they would have had to acquiesce. Because
I mean, because it's the Democratic Party at the end of the day. They ultimately
don't overlook the fact that Bernie Sanders did collaborate with Biden directly. A lot of the bills, that were passed were progressive ideas that came from Bernie Sanders. The chips and science and all that stuff.
You're talking about policy again.
Huh?
You're talking about policy falling for the
No,
trap.
but Bernie Sanders influenced a lot of those things that really helped Biden's legislation and because Biden passed like 6 major bills in 4 years. Donald Trump has passed currently as we speak with 2 terms, 2 bills, and they're both the same bill: tax cuts for the rich. So I mean, it's a different level. Biden left with 16 million jobs. Trump left with negative 2.7 million. So
Guess
I mean,
what the American people are doing to you right now, Vacat? They're yawning.
Nah,
what is he talking about?
Those are the things that matter.
This ain't
Those
math
matter.
class.
It
I ain't talking about
matters.
numbers.
I'm just saying it matters.
Oh no, sir, you're confusing me. When I say policy, when you're talking about policy, it
Yes.
matters. You know what matters to me, Rico, you, MD, people with sense. We're a minority, sir. We're a struggling minority. People who care. You MD's mama. People who care enough to search and to research and to learn. Most people don't do that. You know what most people do? Do you know what people do when it's time to vote? You want to know what text I get?
What?
Hey, Mike, I know you read. Tell me who to vote for. I'm not joking. I'm
know
not
you.
joking.
Hey, Mike.
That's
I know
bad,
you.
man.
Be reading this stuff. Tell me who to vote for.
Hey, Mike, you got some brain cells.
You feel me? Your brain. You the only one that wasn't smoking weed at the party. I know. I seen it.
That's sad.
Yes, that's America.
But I don't think we should have to go based off of that when it comes to like cultural adherence to what we view politics as.
You know why you have to?
Just saying we got to go progressive or what you say, quote unquote, fence straddling, which is just a liberal or conservative or MAGA. I don't think we should have to do that. That's bullshit.
Guess what? I don't think girls should be allowed to hit me. And I think if a girl hits me, I should be able to backsmack her. But if I do it, I'm gonna
100%.
get jumped by a
Well, I
bunch of
mean,
guys.
based off the law, you can like do that if you get hit. Like that's assault.
You're doing exactly what I'm saying. I feel like I should be able to do that. But if I do that, that's not gonna stop the men in the vicinity from jumping me.
Well, again, you going back to social shit.
There's what should be and there's what is. Should we have to acquiesce to morons? No. Do we have to? Yeah.
Oh, real quick segue now to the Super Bowl, the halftime, the Super Bowl game itself. What do you guys think?
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
You didn't watch the Super Bowl?
Hell no.
I mean, yeah, I watched the Super Bowl.
I didn't.
Are you talking about the game or the halftime show?
No,
both.
Halftime show.
Both.
I watched the game. I ain't watched the halftime show.
Man, I didn't watch that at all.
That was great.
What I'm gonna look at it for?
It was great. It was great. It was
I
great.
didn't mind
Okay,
it.
it was great. Van Cat, tell me what he said.
I don't
need to say, I don't need to tell you what he said, but I know what he was saying. I know that in the video you see little kids, you see older people, you see family, you see structure. You saw a wedding happen that actually was real. So the whole vibe was about togetherness, unity, respect for the older, younger generation. He also pointed out issues with Puerto Rico with the power. They didn't have power for like a whole year when Trump was first presidency. They brought a lot of attention to issues of Puerto Rico and of other areas. Also, he promoted a unity across the Americas. It was like he said a lot without even understanding. But the thing that trips me out, right? Like nobody talks about all these artists from America going overseas, which happens all the time. Japan, Germany.
I knew you were gonna go there.
and for some reason we don't see that as anything.
No.
Also, people go to the opera, you listen to Mozart and classical music, that's all in French and Italian, but for some reason this music has to be plain English. And let's not even get into the fact that Madonna, Prince, Michael Jackson, you can't even understand certain things they're saying in their music, but whatever.
But you're missing the point, Van Cat. The point that you're missing, Sir Twin, is that it's Spanish. The problem that you're missing is the snowflakes cannot stand the fact that this guy is singing in Spanish. So the problem
let this almost Mexican on my TV.
It's unfathomable, and I've said this from the onset of TPC coming into play. I said TPC. Tape fist policy. politics coming into play here. That you have a lot of times American people, and I'm very shocked because even people I work with do not know American civics. It comes down to I hear a lot of times that you need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. Why? Why do you need a passport to go to Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico is a part of the U.S. Oh, but
Mm.
you need a passport to go. Do you need a passport to go to Guam, to the American Samoa? Do you need a passport to go to the northern north what you call it islands? Are you kidding me right now? Do you need a passport to go to U.S. Virgin Islands? They're all American territories. Again,
Yep.
a lot of American people do not know these things, but yet they complain about a lot of things that are so unnecessary. It falls back to the same thing that Twin said in the beginning. White supremacy always comes into play.
There you go.
I've heard Megan. What's her name? Megan
Yeah.
Kelly. That her name?
Yeah. She's
That
horrible, man.
that idiot that went on and on about when she was on Pierce show. Oh in America and this again, Megan. Does America have an official language? What is the official language, Megan? Oh, but who cares about the 40 million Spanish people that live here? You should care because they're the largest minority in this country. It's not even black people anymore. It's Hispanic people. So when you say who cares about the 40 million people, you should definitely care. I mean, they're the ones that voted mostly for Trump.
Yes.
And I live in Florida, and that was a given shock to everybody that the Latino community all voted for Trump to come in. So when you downplay that now, that becomes a major issue going into midterms because then you're now saying the Spanish people are not important. Who gives a flying fuck about these idiots? Why are they speaking in Spanish? Why are they singing in Spanish? Why is it? You need to care because Puerto Rico, again, it's one of the largest Hispanic countries in the Latin American region, and it's also a U.S. territory, you moron. So what are you complaining about? Do we have a problem with Hawaiian people or Polynesians being an issue? Is this going to be a thing now? Because now you have to question everything going down the line. I mean, when did this become a problem? When again,
Can,
And
can
it's
I
funny
answer?
when a
Can I
person
answer?
that's talking about listening to macho man like Donald Trump, he listens to whack ass music like that and saying how horrible the performance was, which is ridiculous. He
compared
probably
to
had
Kid
that
Rock,
typed up before the performance even finished.
compared to Kid
Twin.
Rock's foolishness, that
Oh my
was
God, that's another
Hey,
buffoonery.
let me ask you
Twin.
a question, Van Cat. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah.
Mike. Go ahead.
Hey, Twin. You said, are they going to have a problem with the Hawaiian people or Polynesian people?
Yeah, because remember, Hawaii is is a U.S. state. Am I correct?
Sir, who you talking to? I listen in class. I know.
No, I'm
I'm
not.
saying you
I'm,
asked the question, are they going to have a problem with them? The answer is yes.
Yeah,
we
they
don't
Why
know the
racist as
y'all?
answer.
You literally asked the question and answered it while you were asking it.
Of
You was
course.
like,
hell.
what are you gonna not care about these people? Yes, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Not care. Yo, people love to say, and I need to say this because I've had a couple Hispanics come
Mhm.
at me. People love to say Hispanics voted for Trump. Hispanics didn't vote for Trump. White Hispanics voted for Trump.
That part.
That's what it is.
That
And
part.
people can't fathom that there's white Hispanics
Yes, there
because
is.
you all speak any freaking Spanish. And that's what the whites are gonna say. It don't matter if you're white and Spanish, you're not white and American. Get
That's
out.
right.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a construct in and of itself. I mean,
But it
so
matters because that's how they vote. And that's what I
Mhm.
told you.
yeah,
You were
I
talking
agree.
about idiots. They're idiots because they're voting against their own interests.
Fact.
Yes,
After
they're
all
all
the hard work.
idiots.
Yep. After all the hard work for people who have come in and laid their groundwork for you to come in, you're now turning your back. Just like and MD, not to turn off this point. Who is that idiot guy that was born in Colombia that's now putting up that proposal to say if you're a U.S. citizen, if you're here, that you can only be a U.S. citizen and not anybody else. Does he really think that's gonna fly? Compared in the face of the people that actually you can't be dual citizen is what he's saying. Do you think that's gonna fly with
I don't know
that?
who you're talking about. Who you talking about?
What's his damn name, man? He's oh my god, I can't remember his name, but he's
No,
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
they
They're saying you
are
can't
trying to
have
get
dual
rid of the
citizenship.
dual
You're
citizenship.
not
Yeah.
allowed to
Correct.
have dual citizenship
I
anymore.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
agree. I agree with that.
You agree with that?
That's some bull. Yeah.
What the hell, man? Why you can't be both?
Why
Do
can't
do
you
you
be
not
dual?
do you not understand? Do you not understand like the financial advantages of being a dual citizen? I want to be a dual citizen too.
Then go
Please,
do
please,
But
you can't. It don't work that way.
it. Of course
but
it
it
does.
won't. You know
Dual
what?
dual
You go to
citizen.
African country right now and become a citizen. Right now.
Facts.
Say I'm
So
And
lying.
Americans can go to any other Caribbean country and become a citizen. So why would
Right now.
I
So
don't.
why
I
thank
would
you
don't
with
agree.
that.
I don't agree
and
with it
you
You
can
don't
because
pay
have
it's
to
for
cheating.
agree.
it.
It's a fact.
It's
You
cheating.
can
It's
pay
cheating
for
the
it.
tax. It's cheating the
No,
tax system, and I don't agree with that.
but here's the thing though, MD. If that proposal goes through, then you have to eliminate every Israeli person that's in this country because if
Okay.
they cannot be dual citizens, and that's where the problem is going to come into play here.
There you go.
You have to
And if
remove
and if that goes into play, get rid of all your baseball teams, get rid of all
facts,
your track and field, all your
facts,
Olympics, all your soccer teams.
facts,
Them
because
shit's
the US
going
always
right back
recruit
to
people from other
trash.
countries. Yep.
Again, I'm cool with visas. I'm cool with visas. You should not be able to have dual citizenship. That's some bullshit.
Hey,
Straight up.
I'm not mad at you. Fuck them.
That's
Okay.
some bullshit.
All right. Say fuck them. Just don't complain.
And I'm
Don't
saying that. Go ahead.
I say don't complain when the farmers ain't got nobody to work. Because the whatever the version.
So visas don't count then, is what you're saying.
No. I'm saying visas are cool, but people aren't going to want to stay if they can't become citizens.
You
Why would I
can
want to
become
stay?
citizen. You can become a citizen.
What?
You just can't be. You can become a citizen. You
But
just
Right,
can't
but
be.
I'm not
but
gonna.
MD,
Why would I
but
want to give up where I'm from?
right, you're
Exactly.
Well,
gonna denounce
No other
your
country.
Well,
heritage.
thank you. Denounce. Come on, man. Don't come me with that crazy shit, Venkat.
Come on,
If you want to come to the United States, by all means, we welcome you with open arms.
yeah, but you took my dual citizenship.
If you don't, okay, then we're glad that you came over here to work. Please visit us again.
Oh, come
Yo,
on,
when he
Simple-
get that
simple as that.
individualistic voice on, it makes me so happy.
Oh,
So
Lord.
Simple as that. That's some bullshit. You should not be able to funnel money.
Funnel. Now, why you
Well,
saying it
who's
like
saying
that,
everybody's
MD?
funneling money,
Funnel
though?
money, really?
Who's
Why we
funneling
using
You
these
should not be
words?
able to funnel money. Now, if they want to change the way the
Funnel.
tax system works, and Uncle Sam take their top before you leave, that's fine. I ain't got a problem with that. But we know people don't do that. It was just a thing about Jake Paul talking
Yes,
shit about something.
yes.
He's a dual citizen. Well, I don't know exactly how his shit worked.
He was criticizing Bad Bunny for being Puerto Rico and
not American.
Well,
not
Bad
being
Bunny's
American,
and he lives in Puerto Rico now.
Right.
Now again,
to avoid taxes.
because to avoid taxes, because that's a territory,
It's
and
a territory.
it don't
Just like
adhere,
Guam.
but
Mhm.
it don't adhere to the same tax standards as the states do. That's why he
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah,
So then
Same
Puerto
goes
Rico
for dual
stays.
citizenship. If
So
you
why-
have dual citizenship,
Mhm.
you can fund. That's basically what you're doing. You funneling money. You funneling money.
but that
Advantageous,
word
huh?
that word's a little harsh.
Hey, it is what it is. That's what you're doing.
I don't agree with that context, MD.
Hey, it ain't. You ain't got to agree with it.
I
Just
don't
look
agree
at the
with it.
numbers.
Because that
Just
everybody,
look at the numbers.
not everybody's funneling money. That doesn't necessarily mean that because I'm a dual
Okay,
citizen.
my bad. Not everybody. My bad.
Not everybody. So that's a general context. I believe
You're funneling money, either a little money or a lot of money. Let's put it that way. Then.
Again, I don't agree that because I don't funnel money. I can't tell when was the last time I funneled money. I mean, I might.
So you a dual citizen, Ricardo?
I am.
Okay, so
Wait a minute. So now MD gonna go after
your tax-
Ricardo?
no, we're just having a conversation. We're just having a conversation. So when you get paid, you get taxes taken off the top of your check, right?
I do.
When you get paid, do you send money back home or whatever?
I don't.
So wait, I'm not talking to you.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. Not everybody in this category is going to fit in the same mold of what you're saying. You're saying
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. So if we're gonna put out a proposal where you're saying we should get rid of dual citizenship, the first people in the line to lose their citizenship in terms of duality would be the Israelis. I'm sorry, but that's how I see it.
I agree. 100%.
You cannot have your cake and want to eat it too. That's not how that works.
Because those are the big money funders.
Exactly my
funnel.
point. And if you
So I agree.
I see it on a daily basis where there's a lot of things that I see them get away with, and I'm like, oh, but you could do that, but I can't do it. What makes you think you're more superior? It doesn't work like that. So what I have to put them in the place when I'm ready because I'm like, no, you trying to be cheap and all that doesn't work. Everybody adheres to the same rules that is applicable to everybody else. You cannot get away with
100%.
that. I'm sorry, but there's certain things that I see, and that's what I know this bill is not going to go anywhere. It's dead on arrival because the minute you jump into that fray, is when they're going to go, oh, wait a minute now. You can't say Israelis are going to give up their Israeli citizenship. You're damn right you should. You should be the first ones to lose it because that's the
Right.
context where we're going at.
All I'm saying is, though, Ricardo, I'm glad you understand that when it comes to Israel, but we must sacrifice your Jamaican citizenship in order to do that. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, listen, it doesn't stop me from going to my country that I was born in, right?
Yeah, you can still go. Yeah, that's no
Of
problem.
course. So that's
But you're
where
gonna have to have your American passport in order to do it. That's all I'm saying.
but who makes me think that I will probably use it when I have the option to switch to the other passport when I go down there, right? Because I'm going to the country.
See, you shouldn't have the ability to
everyone
do
has
the
the
bait and
ability.
switch.
When you go into any country,
you got to have that blue passport, man. You got to have that blue pass. If you ain't got that,
No.
you can't go nowhere.
So here's the rule of applicable law when it applies to when you travel. So if you're U.S. citizenship, when you have a U.S. passport, when you leave in this country, you can go with wherever you go with the passport that you have in physical hold. When you're coming back into this country, you must use the U.S. Passport or citizenship because you're in U.S. domain. So that's where that's the concept I'm saying with the dual citizenship. Wherever you travel out to, you don't necessarily have to use the U.S. passport because you have a foreign passport. When you come back into this country, you bet your ass off you're gonna have to use it because you're coming back into U.S. Territory. So it doesn't matter where it's a double what's the word? The double entendre when it comes to political chess piece play when you're doing dual citizenship. Because if you have certain things, it blocks you in any angle. But then again, you're in a foreign country, and then you have the U.S. Domain that comes into play. So this,
but here's the problem. But this is the problem, though, Ricardo.
What's the problem?
If you do any business in said other country, you're not beholden to the tax system of the country in which you reside. That's what dual citizenship is a scam to me.
But
you can go home and have a business and not be beholden to any cut when it comes to taxes in the United States.
But Uncle
because
Sam
you're a dual citizen.
Right, but Uncle Sam makes it clear though when it comes to you, because so let's look at it at another context, MD. So don't we have U.S. expats that live in other countries and then still file taxes while they're in the other countries?
Yes, and that's what I mean by advantageous. If me and you go to Jamaica, you, if we go to Jamaica, we do two separate businesses of the same thing. You got a beef patty factory, I got a beef patty factory. In my beef patty factory, guess what I got to do? I got to come back to the state, and they ask you when you file taxes, what did it say? Did you have any income outside of the United States? They ask you that. I got to say yes and all that stuff. Otherwise, they're gonna hold me for tax fraud. You, on the other hand, based on your sovereignty of the said country in a dual citizenship role, you do not have to do that. That's a fact. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I'm sorry.
But what if the U.S. has an agreement with another country that allows you not to have filed twice?
Well, but again, that's applicable to that role. I can't go anywhere else and not file taxes in the United States. Personally, I can't do that. You can do it. I can't do it.
So let me give you a little context here. Canada and U.S. has an agreement that basically, if you file tax in one country, you don't have to do it in the next one.
You gonna have to show me that. You gonna have to show me that.
You've never seen. You can look at it online. That agreement's been in place for years. So when
let me see that. What's the name of it? I'm finna look at that right now.
Look right now. Canada has a law where the U.S. has the same shared law because they have the same. We share the longest undivided border in the world, which Trump tends to forget a lot.
Is that under USMC? USC? What is it called? The U.S. Let me see.
So it's under look for Canada U.S. tax rules.
The USAD, some USD. Yeah, I know what you mean, MD.
So that rule has been in place since 1900s, I believe. Where if you file tax in one country and you're a citizen and you go to the next, you don't have to file the taxes again.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. It says a U.S.-Canada income tax treaty prevents double taxation for individuals and corporations with cross-border income.
Correct.
offering reduced withholding rates of 5 to 15% on dividends, interest, and royalties. Okay, I mean that's cool, but that's Canada. We share a border with Canada. I would expect that. But again, it's saying it's gonna give you a discount. So I get a tax break
But
because I
Mexico
got
doesn't
business.
get. So Mexico doesn't get the same applicable rule.
I don't know. It said U.S. Canada tax treaty. I mean, I'm pretty sure we will have one in Mexico too because we share a border.
I mean, the El Paso border is right there, right? So the people go
Yeah, I
back
mean,
and forth.
yeah, I would assume we got one.
People
with
work
them.
across the border and come across. And
But we don't got one with Jamaica. That's what I'm saying. Tell you.
The audacity, man. The audacity.
So what I'm saying is, it's a lot. And again, going back to the point of with Israel, we know it's a lot of businesses that got satellite offices. Hell, some headquarters.
Not a Zionist here.
in Tel Aviv, and they ain't paying a dime worth of taxes.
Facts.
U.S. company. That's some bullshit. So I agree with you on that. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
But it's never going to happen though, because again, we have way too much complicity when it comes to Israel and this country, and a lot of times there's a lot of people in bed in terms of politics wise, politicians in bed with a lot of politicians that are from these dust and foreign countries, and it becomes tainted now when we have the Ashagi incident with Saudi Arabia, and then you have the Qatari, giving us free jets and all that stuff. When do you draw the line when it comes to politics and politicians getting away with stuff that they're not supposed to? Where was this whole rage when Hunter Biden and all of this stuff was in Ukraine and in Russia? But we've yet to hear that much stuff about it now. But then there's a lot of things about Trump getting a free Boeing jet. There's a lot of stuff now about him having business ties with all these affiliated people abroad, and no one says anything. So there goes my whole theory of this whole bill is going to be done on arrival, because when I get your point, MD, but you have to put in the context now the fact that a lot of Israeli people have dual citizenship, and when I mean dual, there's a lot.
It's always been like that.
For a small country, right? For a small country that tiny and minute that Israel is in Asia Minor, because we don't call it Middle East anymore. That's like a negative double entendre. But for that country to be that small, they have certainly a large influx of people that go back and forth from U.S. end, and no one says, "Oh wait, we should go up." No, let them be the first one to lose it, because then it says a lot. Because then if you take away the Israeli citizenship, dual citizenship applicably rule, then what happens next? Then it make it applicable to everybody else, and I think that's fair.
You ain't gonna get no argument from me. You ain't gonna get no argument from me. But yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I want to get into this last story. And what the hell? What the hell is that back at, man? I want to get into this last story, and I've been wanting to talk about this. I'm gonna play this video, and we gonna get some thoughts, and then we're gonna go and get up out of here. Let me get it real quick. This for you, Black Son.
The story begins with a horrific video.
What is your name? Francis.
This disturbing video appears to show an African recruit in the Russian army with a landmine strapped to his chest. He is being ordered to storm Ukrainian positions on the front lines. A Russian speaker hurls racist insults at the man, saying he is being used as a can opener to breach an enemy bunker.
I didn't see it. It is so traumatizing. Francis is my son.
CNN traced the man's mother to Kenya. She hasn't been able to reach her son since October 2025, but she recently received another video of him from an unknown Kenyan number.
Be careful, you guys, because people are being taken there, and you end up being taken to the military, and you are taken in frontline battle, and there is true killings.
Francis is a trained electrical engineer who was promised a civilian job in Russia, but his family says he was forced into the Russian army and to the front lines in Ukraine.
How long was the training?
3 weeks.
They had only 3 weeks of military training?
Only 3 weeks of military training.
Had he ever been in the police or in the army in Kenya?
No.
Do you know where Francis is?
I don't know where he is. I was told he's in Ukraine, but I don't know specific whether he's there or not.
Francis is among a growing number of African men currently fighting for Russia, though exact figures are unknown. Some Africans in the Russian army glamorize their life on social media, encouraging their countrymen to join.
For those of you in Africa, in Nigeria, that want to come and join the Russian army, it's very, very easy and very good. No stress.
This Ghanaian man posts dance videos and brags about how much money he makes.
My salary go feed your father, go feed your mother, go feed your family. For like 2 years, 3 years, my salary.
Where are you now? Can you say where you are? CNN spoke to a dozen African fighters currently on the front lines in Ukraine. They described being forced into a deadly war, racism from Russian commanders, and unpaid salaries. Many say they were made to sign military contracts in Russian without lawyers or translation. Nearly all told CNN they were desperate to escape but felt trapped. Patrick Koba is one of the lucky few. He has made it back to Nairobi after escaping the Russian military. He is still carrying shrapnel in his body from a Ukrainian drone ambush.
It hit me down here, but my food backpack saved my life. I didn't get burnt in my back because of my armor vest, but it tore my pants and burnt my buttocks and legs.
Patrick is a carpenter who says he was only given basic military training.
I asked my Russian partner for first aid, but he turned hostile.
So after you've been hit by a drone and the grenade, you asked for help from your partner? And he sent you away?
Yes, he want to kill me. I have to run, my brother.
Patrick fled to the Kenyan embassy in Moscow while on leave to recover from his injury. So the only way to leave is to escape.
You need to escape or you die. It's only two ways.
CNN has seen adverts, messages, and recruitment documents aimed at foreign fighters. They offer Africans sign-on bonuses of $13,000, salaries up to $3,500 a month, and Russian citizenship after a year.
They are lying to people. The money that they tell people they pay, that is not true.
Desperate for work and with a baby on the way, photographer Charles Njoki signed up to the Russian army, hoping to avoid active combat. He believed his skills as a drone operator would keep him at a safe distance. Instead, Charles says he was pushed onto the front lines and was wounded by a Ukrainian drone. He says a rescue team refused to come, forcing him to drink his own urine to survive. You feel that the Africans were being sent to the front deliberately?
Yes.
So you didn't get the money, you didn't get the citizenship.
And I'm here suffering. I have an issue at my spine right now. There's some more I need to go and be removed.
Russian recruitment networks in Africa have gone underground after recent crackdowns. But despite growing suspicion from locals, recruits are still signing up. Those recruits you see there singing a Ugandan revolutionary song. Now, the Russian government has acknowledged recruiting foreign fighters, including African fighters, to fight its war in Ukraine, and has publicized some instances where they received Russian citizenship after their service. I want to show you a video from state television where some of those African fighters were paraded. They were shown as partners. We have asked the Russian Foreign Ministry and the Russian Defense Ministry, as well as the Russian Embassy here in Nairobi, about the comments and the allegations that some were coerced or misled into this war, and we did not hear back. But I've been fielding very distressful calls from many family members who say, I've just heard that my son has died, my brother has died. Can you please help us find him? And there's no way to find them. The Russians are not helping these families. And one family showed me messages with a Russian agent. When they heard that their son had died, they said, can we get his body back? And this agent said, we'll get his body to Moscow airport, and then after that, it's up to you guys to get his body home. And they didn't even know he was fighting in the first place. There are so many other families right now who are only learning about the death of their kin from their comrades in arms, and they just don't even know where to start in terms of trying to retrieve their bodies. And yet, even after our story went live today, there are still Africans in the comments saying, how do I sign up to join the Russian army? Because in many parts of the continent where jobs are scarce, people are willing to take this risk to go to Russia and end up in Ukraine and hope that they will survive, Zain.
Yeah, and also the money that the Russians are offering, even though one of the people you interviewed said that that number simply wasn't true. I think it was $13,000. I mean, that is an enticing amount of money, especially if you are struggling financially. Right, Larry Madowo, live for us there. Thank you so much. And you can find more information and new details on Larry's extraordinary reporting on CNN.com.
So,
Coons worldwide, man.
Black Sun said that this was fake news, pro-Ukraine propaganda. That's what he said. That's what he told me. So you're going to have to explain what's going on with these niggas in Africa. You're going to have to tell me. Now, I don't, and you know, Van Cat say coon, I don't use that word, and I don't think it's applicable to this situation.
It is.
So you in a poor country looking for a job, they tell you that they need your specific skill.
Yeah, but MD, you saw the guy that was there, and he's like talking about all the money he making, and he's encouraging others to come, knowing full well the reality of the situation.
So, but that's one person.
Coons always doing propaganda stuff, man.
Yeah, but yeah, that's anecdotal though. That's one person. I can't sit here and say that every African that go to Russia is said coon. I can't do that. I just can't do it. For the most part in this story, it was people that were coerced or lied to in order to get over there. And this is the thing that's damnable. The same amount of time, he said he had 3 weeks training. That's what his mama said. Last year when we did the Duck of the Week at that particular time with the family in Russia.
Yep.
He also said that he only received a couple weeks training and they put his ass on the front line. So you could see a connection there. But again, I was told that this was fake news propaganda by Zelensky. That's what I was told. We got a problem, Van Cat. And again, I hope, Black Sun, I hope you don't get a message one night saying that you our number one guy that we've been trying to get to do special reporting in Ukraine. We're going to give you $60,000 sign-on bonus. And you take your ass over there to Moscow and they put a bag overhead and next thing you know, you in the middle of constant war. I hope that don't happen to you, Black Sun. I just hope it don't happen. But it's happening to these young men over in Africa right now. It's damning. And you couldn't give me an honest answer. You made a video, said it was propaganda, and that was it.
Well,
citing no source of the claim. Go ahead.
I mean, he is the Russian propaganda news network. So,
damn. I mean, I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't imagine my child over in a foreign country dying for a cause not of his own, and they ain't even getting paid for it.
Hey, I'm gonna put it like this, bro. I don't know. I'm not one of those people that believe Africa don't have televisions and Africa don't have houses. I believe Africans get the news just like we do. I believe Africans know Russia is not a destination for us, and they shouldn't have took their ass over there. There's only one person that should be that went to Russia that made sense, and that was Snowden. Everybody else, stay the hell out if you ain't Russian. That's how I personally feel about it. And I'm gonna say this. I heard somebody say today, I read it. If you have a 500 credit score, then you shouldn't be worrying about no Epstein files. And I'm saying if there are people who can say things like that, like you can't split your mind about your money and about kids not being fondled or murdered or touched or killed or raped, then they're not going to care about Africans in Russia. So I don't even know what we're talking about. People stupid, they don't care. That's the American way. People stupid and they don't care. That's literally the American way.
Damn.
Hey, did you hear about? Nope, I don't care about that. No. But did you hear what happened? Does it affect me? Not really. I don't care about that. That's the American way.
See what you just described, Mike, is what's called a rugged individualism, which is a propagandist tool. That rugged individualism is not individualism. Rugged individualism is pull yourself up by your own bootstrap.
No, I'm not saying
when
that.
you ain't got no boot. No, I'm saying what you described, not you saying it. What you described, talking about like when you gave the example of the $500,
they chest thumpers,
and all that bullshit.
Right. Okay.
It's you shouldn't be worried about said things that affect you either short term or long term because you ain't shit to begin with. That's rugged individualism.
Okay, I got you.
And that's a deception in which they try to get you to not look at the sleight of hand. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what Woodrow Wilson came up with to try to do the bootstrapperism theory. That's not individualism. Individualism come long before the bullshit of rugged individualism. That's what I try to get people to understand. When they had this idea of what individualism is, it's that bootstrapperism shit. That's what they think it is. I'm like, no, that's not what individualism. That's not what individualism is. You're going off a premise of what the perception is according to what they think about you. That's it. No, given no type of game plan or a strategy or none of that bullshit. They just say, hey, look, these Italians and Germans and shit got it out the mud. Why you can't do it? That's some bullshit. Don't listen to that motherfucking shit. That's crazy.
And none of them got it out the mud. None of them got it out the mud.
None of
all of them got subsidies. All of them was on food stamps for a while. All of them got government assistance. They just don't talk about it.
Even to the point, like you said, Mike, even to the point where you shouldn't be even have any type of singular thought when it comes to politics. Unfortunately, a lot of our people think that way, and they got trapped in the hole of rugged individualism. And hell, probably how they got there was some type of nefarious means any fucking way, especially if it's coming from a nigga.
And it was.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's coming from a nigga. So yeah, I can't stand people like that, man. Can't stand people to say stupid Boyce Watkins and all these stupid motherfuckers. Like, y'all, man, get the hell out of here, man. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's how I think about that. But yeah, man, hey, Black Son, I hope you don't get that call, man. And they conscribed you for war in Ukraine. I hope it don't happen to you.
Hey, Black Son, I'm not MD. I hope you do get that call, and it's everything you ever dreamed of. Take your ass over there, and every time you send the video back, I'm gonna post it on my channel and play it like it's 360. Every second, it's going all day Black Son. Oh, they didn't give me my $30,000. Shut up. That's where you want to be. Get your rupees. You all right?
No, they gonna have Black Son ain't gonna be in the war though. But they gonna have Black Son in the newsroom.
Yeah,
he gonna be on RT special nigga correspondent. Black Son. He gonna be him. So he gonna be living pretty over there, man. We gonna be living pretty.
That's what he think.
But yeah, that's all.
He's gonna be cold, man.
Niggas over there doing traditional African dances in the snow. Hell yeah.
You know what that reminded me of? I remember Fort Donald Trump deported all these stupid asses. That's the funniest thing in the world.
Over there, goddamn, getting shot at. What was them? What's the y'all remember the African they was like a quartet. They did like the like Kula La Lifesaver. What's the name of the motherfucker?
I know that.
I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
That nigga said Lifesavers. That's hilarious.
What was the name of the damn singing group, man? Damn,
I ain't gonna remember the name, but I remember who you talking about.
And they was on the I don't know if y'all remember Moonwalker. At the end of Moonwalker, they did the song with Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson Moonwalker?
Yeah, they was in the credits. Like the credit when the credits was scrolling, they had a song. It was damn. It was like, come and see, the moon is dancing. What the fuck was that? Well, I gotta look the motherfuckers up now. Hold on.
You sound like the worst Trinity band in history. But hey,
I don't know what
don't
happened.
listen to him. Don't listen to him, MD. I don't listen to MD. I want you to go Black Sun. I want you to go there. I want you to have a blast. I want you to take pictures of the Kremlin. I want you to take pictures of the Red Square, all that. And right after 3 weeks, they're going to say that was your training and throw you right into Georgia.
Yeah, he going to be the Desmond Tutu of Russia.
You feel me?
They're gonna send him over.
He's going to be the last king of Russia.
Yeah.
What was the African dad? The African dad.
Idi Aminovich. That's what they gonna call
Idi Aminovich.
Y'all gonna leave.
That was better than the Bolsheviks. That was funny. You've been on today.
Y'all gonna leave him on Black Sun alone. He gonna get himself a Russian snow button. He'll be all right.
Yeah. They gonna give him a woman. They're gonna give him a woman, and they're gonna be over there toiling, getting the potatoes and shit out the fields, and he'll be all
Brand
right.
new channel. He gonna have Whole Son Speaks.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got though, man. Hey, look, for real this time. I ain't bullshitting. Next week, TFP, we're gonna be talking about what you said, Van Cat. You gotta understand what's going on with the left. I don't like it. I'm gonna just be honest with you. We're gonna talk about that situation with Hassan Piker and the shit that he said. And a couple more people, because it's getting out of hand. Vote blue no matter who. Yeah, in this particular situation, that's what I'm doing. That's just what the fuck it is. So
no, I'm glad I'm an independent voter.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I consider myself an independent voter, but in the current time we live in right now, I don't think that's applicable. I just don't. I don't believe that you have the luxury of not voting Democrat.
Yeah.
Just like they said in that video. But we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. So it is what it is, man. I'm going to sleep. I'll see y'all next week. I may drop a video sometime during the week. Talk about some other shit because yeah, it's a lot of shit going on. Real quick before we get off, Mike, let me ask you, because you're a football guy, and Ricardo too. Let's just say this: the man talk. What you think about James Pierce Jr. and the shit that happened? My team is in utter disarray. What do you think about the James Pierce situation with him running into to his car and all that, and high speed chase and all that shit down in Miami?
They need to send his ass to Russia.
You might be right, man. Because after what he just did, he just fucked my whole team up.
Yeah,
just send him to Russia, man.
Yeah, his career is over.
That's gonna be the new.
Yeah,
Russia's gonna be. What's that ice place that this is not Ukraine? What's it called? The prison.
The Gulag.
Yeah, the Siberia. Send him to the Gulag.
Siberia.
That's gonna be the new black Gulag. Send him to Russia.
Yeah, man,
I just can't understand it, man.
His career is over. It gotta seem
I'm gonna put it like this. They're making my team seem like it's the best. Everything about the Giants is everything coming up roses. Watch your team have a better record than mine.
I tell you, man, the Falcons, man, they curse, bro. They curse. That's just what it is, man. This man, and this how you know that this shit was premeditated. The day before he was in LA at the NFL honors, he was run up for the fucking Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time while you was there, you was thinking, man, I can't wait to get this bitch. I'm a fucking. That's what you were saying in your mind as you know. I ain't saying I call her a bitch. I'm saying that's what he was thinking in his brain.
Mm-hmm.
While he was awaiting to see if he was going to be defensive Rookie of the Year. His mama was on the stage singing his praise, not 24 hours beforehand. I just can't call it, man. We cursed, bro. We cursed.
Bro, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with NFL players, period.
Yep.
You're right. You're right.
I
But
agree.
in particular, there's something wrong with the Falcons. Look, Eugene, I remember the shit like it was yesterday. 1998. We in the Super Bowl. I'm excited as hell. Eugene Robinson, one of our key secondary player, get locked up. Mike Vick.
Yeah.
Everybody remember the Mike Vick experience. Locked up by some fucking dogs.
Yeah. You know what?
Why does this keep happening to us? And niggas say, oh, it's Atlanta. You just go down. You don't care about playing. You just want to go to Magic City and all this type of shit. We got that stigma on us.
If you had Ray Caruth, you'd have won me.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Ray Caruth fucked up bad. I don't think you can top that. I don't think you can top that. Like, real bad.
Like, he didn't care about nothing no more. That boy, woo.
How he got out of prison, I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, how you get out?
Jelaine. Or just Lane, whatever her name is.
Well, it was last year when they released him. What was it, last year or year before last? I forget what it was.
The year before.
Like, how the fuck did you get out of jail?
Because money. They had to see if his 40 was still sub 5. Maybe he could be a route runner.
What he did, 20? It was just 20 years, I think he did. Or was it 25?
I think it was 25. But
I guess that's considered. I think
he was like late 90s.
Yeah, I think it was 98 actually.
Yeah, that's when we
Hey
graduated.
guys, I gotta go, so I'll see you.
All right,
guys next time.
we out of here, man. We out of here. All right, y'all.
All right, much love. Y'all have a good one.
All right, peace.
Peace on out.
Right.